Должно быть громче в целом, чем в прошлый раз, так что... А вот если кто придет, скажут, что громкость нормальная. Hello, Hippocat.
Hey there.
So finally, getting around to this. Also, I think I'm immediately going to raise your volume there, because when you said "hey there," it was pretty quiet compared to the menu music. I'm gonna put it to 40. Okay.
It took me way too much nagging to Antroid to actually make him stream this.
Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 days last week when I was like, yes, I'm gonna stream Ashes, and then I remembered now it is a weekday and I wanna go to sleep early. But I had this like post-apocalyptic mood about me, but recently for some reason didn't really feel like it, but might as well start. So next weekend and next Friday I'm gonna go to Witcher, so I decided at least starting this before that should be a goal, so at least I can warn people that's when Witcher starts. And now I have absolved myself of any responsibility for those who don't know and don't come to that. Anyway, so I've set up the config previously, long time ago. It doesn't filter the textures because that's how I like it, but I've set up the brightness and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I haven't touched it since then. And I also completed the tutorial. Enemies take much more damage, but ammo is much... The tutorial only has one enemy. Not really a good measure by which to see how difficult the combat would be. But, of course, me being me, by default, and that is in a negative way, not in a positive way, by default I'm gonna start in the hardest difficulty. Also, is it just me, or does this music start a little bit like the Doom
Like
1?
something from Doom.
Yeah, the Doom 1 text screen. Da 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 dum dum. Da 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 dum dum. Da 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 da, that one. Each time I start the same thing. Oh, it's a remix, but now it's not. Okay, so I'm just gonna show the tutorial real quick. You can climb ladders, collect junk, which is just money. Apparently only one part of that was junk. Okay, no, that is my cheat one-hit kill. Right mouse button is the melee strike and or alternate fire. Gotta remember that. Food, I shouldn't have eaten the food because I actually wanted to see how much health it regains. Oh, it actually puts me above maximum, so it's bottles. Alright. Because when I played tutorial first, I got hurt by those exploding canisters, and then I came here at the foot and didn't really see any health increase. But I guess I was expecting it to be like 10, and it was 2. Alright. Ooh, some sort of... It's probably not the WOD's fault at all, it's probably the source port, which is a Doom. Little blinky background glimpses sometimes, like occlusion. What's the word? Occlusion? Occlusion something. Blah blah blah. Okay, fall damage. Is there fall damage? Probably not. This doesn't open, but this open. There's a bike, which looks real. Reminds me way too much of what I'm doing at work now, with this perspective bullshit happening like this, and at least this time I don't have to worry about it. So the bike is hella dangerous, and I really hope that I remember to save each time I try riding the bike in the game, because you touch anything, also your skidding distance, stopping distance, whatever you call it, is pretty long sometimes, but you touch anything at any speed above like nothing and you lose half your health. Hey, what? Okay, I guess something needs to happen. I don't know what's going on with my computer lately. Both at work and here, it's just like all my computers are rebelling. And this computer does that little weird blink the screen once a day or something. Okay, and to get off the bike we need to stop it completely. Press the jump button. At least I believe so, right? Let's see. Yeah. I'd rather, you know what? Running is so much safer. So unless I need to like jump some ramps or some shit. Also, I don't know if it kills enemies if I run into enemies. Maybe that's a plus. But yeah, I've got some bloom. very little bloom by the looks of it, but when you go into a dark place, it's slightly stronger. And I think I even got some ambient occlusion going on, because like, why not? Humorously enough, the lowest, like, GZ Doom offers 3 quality levels, I think. Or was it ambient occlusion quality low, medium, and high. And if you turn off textures, you see how shit it looks on all of those settings. So this is pure ambient occlusion and sprites, I guess. So it's gonna do this little slidey thing all the time as you walk. I don't know if there's any option to increase the resolution or anything, but oh, probably need to select OpenGL options first. So medium, also pretty shit. Low, it's just, I don't know, when textures are enabled, it looks the best because it's the blurriest, for me at least. So with textures it's actually alright, so I've decided to keep it. We'll see if it looks completely like shit and then I'll turn it off, but that's, you know, for your information. That's why you might see some ambient occlusion going on. Also, this lantern, so on its own, if you read the tutorial message that must have popped up somewhere, says if you're in a bright light it recharges. If you're in the darkness it doesn't recharge. Or it can just not cost it. Oh no, there it goes. I guess it goes down kinda slowly actually. But yeah, it doesn't recharge here. Have to walk outside. That's kinda strange. Man, I'm so used to my webcam being on that monitor. I'm gonna have to reacquaint myself. Also, I set the brightness, I don't know, Hippocat. Can you see anything in the shadow here?
No.
Okay, I can, slightly, the very outlines of the bricks. But that's nice, because it gives me, if by some miracle this thing completely runs out, I can still kind of make out the walls at least. And maybe an enemy if one appears. But it looks close enough to complete darkness so that this is actually quite ineffective. So that's pretty cool. There's some cockroaches. You can step on them. Some dude. I guess I just went there for the trash. I don't remember anything else in here. Because part of this tutorial is to get money so you can get on the shooting range. That's kind of the goal overall. And I think you need 60 or something. And there's a bunch up here. And the one enemy of the tutorial is somewhere up here as well. In there, I believe. Crouch. Yeah, I have a pistol, but I'm gonna try practicing with a knife only. I don't see how the enemies are taking that much more damage than they normally, unless they're total bullet sponges without the survivor difficulty. But this variant, at least you can knife, so long as you don't have this kind of bullshit to get stuck on the corners. Right. There's this. Okay, so pickups all blink. I somehow hadn't noticed that before. First aid kit, purge stim, so this standard tutorial thing. Purge stim is like rat suit.
Hey, touchdown.
Hello, touchdown. I have not checked for replies on the weekend, so sorry about that, but I had checked on Friday. So yeah, that's pretty much that though. Ah yeah, the radiation is here. So it's interesting, you can see the meter and you don't immediately start getting damage. You can see the meter slowly filling up. I don't know when, maybe it's when it's in the red you start actually taking damage. But when, if you've used, oh, in the yellow even. And it's continuous. Alright, that's interesting. Even if as you come out, it needs to go down before you stop taking damage. But with the purge stim thing, that actually prevents the bar from filling up at all. Maybe in stronger places it's gonna... oh, you haven't replied yet, that's cool. That's actually better. Yeah, in stronger places with stronger radiation, maybe that is still going to go through my purge stim, but we'll find out. some junk, and there's 60, so I've got enough to get into the shooting range. So touchdown, this is just a tutorial for this place, you haven't missed anything important. And there's this guy, and I remember reading in a readme file not to attack villagers and peaceful people because he hasn't made death frames for them, and so they're all invincible. Like, I mean, I know that's not how Doom works, but he just didn't make them able to die because he didn't have death frames. But in my first run through the tutorial, I did manage to kill this guy. So, of course, I'm gonna pay him. Subscribe, wanting to use my shooting range, it's your lucky day. Only $60. Well, I don't have to actually beat all those, right? If you got some junk worth about the same, that's cool too. I have some junk right here. Yes. I'm not gonna knife him because he might actually survive that. Ooh, right, break open some containers. There's actually nothing in any of that, but at least we know. And there's here it's about, hey, look for secrets. Yeah. Oh. That ceiling's throwing me off. Ah, there we go. So there is some pipe bombs and the Master Blaster as well. So the Master Blaster, rocket or flamethrower, and pipe bombs. I think the alternate fire is you lay them down. Kind of
tripwire.
Yeah, very limited tripwire though, so it's pretty much just a mine as far as I understand. I'm not gonna try tripping that. I don't think I can collect it back. I know I can explode it by shooting it. Oh, the guy's angry at me now. Well, I got a shotgun from him, so that's nice. Shotgun doesn't have like a double shot or anything. I guess, yeah, it's a single barrel shotgun anyway. Ah, alright, touchdown. Well, I haven't played anything past the tutorial, so all gonna be new for me. And that's pretty much it for the tutorial. For some reason, this thing, you cannot blow up the fire extinguisher. Only the bottles. So I guess I'm gonna just toss this to see how it works. I guess it's not tossable above. Yeah, like you cannot throw it over stuff, probably.
I don't really like explosion sprite.
Ah, yeah, it got the little like wisps, which look like what's the word for it? Like strips of not paper, but you know, like
Hello, Hazmat.
Hello, Hazmat. What's the word for materia? Или ткань?
Cloth?
Maybe. I feel like I should know it, but for some reason I'm blanking? Yeah, blanking out, not blinking out. It would be cool if I could blink out though, but no, I'm blanking out. Man,
Or
everyone...
fabric.
What?
Fabric.
Ah, yeah, fabric, that's right. Also, everyone apparently played it but us. Anyway, this is how you die on the bike.
Wow.
Tutorial complete. New game, episode 1. Hopefully touchdown's not gonna be mad at me for selecting the highest difficulty, because I'm probably gonna start raging at the gameplay immediately. But, you know, I gotta try out this first. So at this point everything is new. I don't have any idea about the story, or I guess I'm just trying to scavenge for shit and this is why I got in here or something. I think I'm gonna like it or something, so I think it's... Why wouldn't I have liked it? I mean, I think I actually...
Antroid, you like nothing.
That's true, but I did mention this before, this... wanting to play this at some of the last streams. Oh, this might not even be... No, actually, considering I broke into it like this, it's probably not friendly territory right off the bat. Okay, clearly there's armor. Yeah. Cannot jump off the fire extinguisher, although that seems like a possibility. I don't see anything. Maybe I shouldn't have broken that thing. Then again, there is nothing really to climb on top of. I don't think I could have moved it. So the only thing I can think about is to maybe shoot that shit. Oh, it broke. Oh. Hopefully those are enemies. So I guess it broke a part of a wall, like in Duke Nukem 3D. So you can reload manually, and I think you lose the rest of the clip as per magazine. As per... Actually, is this a magazine for... How do you call it for the revolver?
Actually, you don't have anything in revolver. But I guess you can use clips to like fast load it.
Because I'm pretty
I'm
sure...
not sure if it's actually called a clip though for a revolver.
Because I feel like you lose... I'm pretty sure you lose everything that you haven't spent when you reload. Because I've tried, and I don't see where they could go. Like, there's one of those numbers, I think the 12 is the number of clips, and 6 is the number of bullets currently in my revolver. And when I reload, the 12 goes down by 1, and of course you get 6 full again. So where would the rest go? I don't think there's like a last buffer where I keep the bullets that I didn't use. So I think that's... You gotta shoot them all off. Okay, let me read as much as justification for his assumption. Well, for instance, I talk about Wrecker, decided like it, you never tried. Well, I mean, Wrecker, as far as I understand, is purely a gameplay mode, right? I am not interested in purely gameplay modes like new weapons and stuff, but without any levels or anything. This is for me primarily levels. I guess I have all new weapons, but I just gotta deal with that. I would have played this even with Doom weapons. So I know I won't care about oh, that's a proper pistol now. On the same button, different ammo, makes sense. So I know I'm not gonna like a gameplay mode because I never like them, I don't care for them at all. But this looks like it's cool. Oh, what, really? Wrecker was ETC? Well, you know what? When I said I wasn't gonna like it, I assumed it was not an actual TC. I feel like I've seen a review and I don't remember it being TC. What's it about? What kind of environments are in it? Because maybe I'm just mixing it up with something else.
If I remember correctly, this is like some fantasy Viking shit.
Oh. Is it the one that's kind of cartoony, or is it like at least this style of graphics?
I don't think it's very cartoony. It just doesn't have very good sprites.
So I remember...
But then again, I don't remember very well.
I remember some fantasy themed TC. It was a review of it, of course, by the same guy. And that was... the guy who made it also wrote books about... Like, just wrote books, and the TC is themed after the books. And it was just super cartoony. And I don't like cartoony stuff. Oh, shit. Oh, is it the one which is like post-apocalyptic, but also everything is Vikings for some reason? Oh. Well, I think I've seen a review of that one and I wasn't enthusiastic about trying that. I like generic stuff. I don't like stuff that's trying to be unique. Like, why the hell would you mix Norse-style mythology and magic with post-apocalypse? That's just a recipe for something I don't like. This is pure post-apocalypse without any bullshit in it, as far as I understand. I could accept some like demonic shit in post-apocalypse, but fantasy and magic, it's like, okay, nah, you're going too far for me. I'm real picky though, so I guess Hasmati, you made the safe assumption actually. Slashdown might know about music with me. I'm pretty much the same with everything else. In our message exchanges, he has been trying to recommend me music, and I kinda didn't like most of it. Ooh, more junk. So why are those saddle-looking things not blinking? I actually didn't pay attention. Are they also... Oh, it's armor scrap. It's not actually junk. Okay, makes sense. Okay, well... feel like I should be able to get in there. But I don't see a way. Maybe there's gonna be a switch that opens this or something later. What? Well, the difficulty setting that I picked basically means that I gotta be careful, and being careful in Doom basically means running backwards all the time to hide. Which means I got to be aware of where fucking crates and other bullshit like that are. Oh, this one's maybe more powerful. Heavy bullets. Got an autoloader. I'm still gonna assume that you lose everything from the autoloader as well when you reload it. Yeah, I did like 2 tracks touchdown overall. That one, secret track or whatever it was, and the very first one. I'm looking in the chat instead of the camera. And the very first one that you recommend. Those 2 are like top tier. I would listen to them again. Shadow on the Ceiling. Okay. Oh, new guy.
I wish fucking every game would make you lose extra ammo when you reload. Because reloading doesn't really mean anything if you don't do that, because like you shoot 1 bullet, you reload.
Yeah.
And there is no penalties for that.
Well, it's mostly when you are in a combat situation where you cannot reload after 1. It's just kind of weird cooldown thing eventually. I mean, essentially ends up becoming that for you. So yeah, reload only matters for gameplay when it's this way. But that brings up, like, I wish, for example, when you pick up a gun or a bunch of ammunition, maybe I should start knifing people. Okay, that guy has a melee attack. I lost a lot of health on that, but at least I learned a little bit. So I don't remember if there was a game like that, but when you pick up a gun or ammunition, if you have less left, if you have less room than you can pick up, the rest you should be able to leave on the ground at the very least. Not waste everything you picked up. I feel like some game did that, but I don't remember which one might have done it. Now what, I'm gonna just use pistols until I run out.
It just doesn't really make sense. Like, you find a magazine for like an automatic rifle, but you only have room for like half a magazine. So what you do, like, fucking sit down and extract all the bullets from the magazine and put them in one of yours magazines.
Exactly.
And like, it's
but you don't
not
sit down.
Unheard of. But if you just do this immediately and automatically, that's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you don't even sit down for that. You just can't do it on the run with your third and fourth arms. Oh, this opened as well. Cool. Hello, Warrior Shift. I guess it's kind of like that. It is a Mad Max looking Doom mod. It's Ashes 2063, I think. I got the name, unless it didn't change in the stream. But yeah, I like the setting. I don't like Fallout style when there's this weird like Americana 50s but in the future or some shit. Same with Bioshock style, but I like this like without gimmicks, just post-apocalypse without gimmicks. Maybe that makes me boring. Also, I don't know if I super agree touchdown about stamina. I guess it's kind of dumb when you just, in a normal game, when you just run and then you have to walk a little bit because you are out of breath. I don't actually remember lately any games that did that for no reason. Didn't know play your card. Oh, this is a door, okay.
Have you played that WOD, whatever it was called? Like Bloody Steel or something?
Actually, no. I don't think I have. I wanted to at some point, but I just never got around to it. Is it a short? I think it's like 1 level in it, right? Or 2 maybe.
I think, yeah, it's like several levels.
Maybe that's why I never played it. Oh, how is there not a secret in here? Damn it. Well, I mean, gimmicks, not a... Why do you associate gimmicks with life? Is it some sort of secret understanding of the universe that I have not attained yet? I mean, just Apocalypse without... Also, it's styled after this setting. It's just like, how Apocalypse would have happened if, like, it was some sort of apocalypse that some people could survive, I guess. So it's not like that Wrecker thing with Norse mythology also, or Apocalypse, but it's also fantasy. I guess that could have been cool, but... it has to hit very right spots for me to like it. Oh, okay, that guy looks dangerous.
There is literally no reason of why apocalypse cannot happen in a fantasy world. Like some
That's
huge
true.
magical disaster that just wipes out everyone.
Yeah, that would be cool, but it needs to be like from a ground up, be a fantasy setting, purely fantasy. But it's like if it tries to mix real world technology level and that, I guess, I don't know. I'm just wary of weird mixes of gimmicks. Fuck all of y'all. Fallout, in my mind, is also like the style of it is also kind of a gimmick. Also, there's like a lot of humor in it. Holy shit, which I also don't like. Whew, okay, if he had gotten that shot off, I would have been probably dead. Shit. Oh, and oh, that's just a dog. I thought there was someone with a flamethrower in there. Okay, I had to reload there. At least the shotgun you reload one by one, like proper shotguns. That's nice. Man, this is gonna take some getting used to. The whole ammo management thing. Also, what was the point of that shotgun in secret if I'm getting so many of them already?
So you feel good about yourself by finding a secret, but without actually getting anything useful.
Did nobody say that, Hazmati? I feel like someone said that Wrecker was a post-apocalypse but with fantasy elements.
You said it. You were that someone.
Was it? How? Why did I think that? Well, rip me, I guess. Hello, Chain Gunner.
Hello, Chain Gunner.
Well, you can tell that I'm sleepy because it's 8 PM. And because of Hippocat's endless nagging, I've decided to actually stream this. But I'm not in the most, like, aware condition right now. I'm not even gonna fuck with the shotgun people. Whatsoever. I guess I should just, you know, when I'm done streaming this today, I'm just gonna go look at that review again and see what exactly Wrecker was. Max sick, Riskin sick, Eli getting the suck out of dodge. The fuck, maybe not the suck. You are all fired. Okay. Interesting.
Warrior Shift. This mod is called Hideous Destructor.
Yeah, cool but tedious, huh? That sounds about right. So how far did you get in Sonar with it? I forget if you mentioned it before to me.
I just tried it out, and it was kinda too difficult, I guess. So I decided against streaming it.
Alright, I guess there's no secrets around here anymore.
Also, I wasn't super happy about fascist fishes.
Oh, right. I was confused for like half a second there. But then I remembered what you said about that. Okay, I have only 3 bullets in this. Better make good use of it. By shooting the no, I'm not gonna shoot the cockroaches. Okay, it also has autosaves, which is nice. Ah, I think it was about the aliens. Where it said in the readme that you pick up PDAs and that autosaves you. So in this one, I guess it just set up triggers. That's a nice one.
This old radio's got to be worth something. Time to go find my ride.
Got some time to go find my ride. Okay, I got most of that. He might have thought. What? Oh, accidentally used my shit move, but okay. Well, some junk there. I gotta remember not to press middle mouse button because it does my one-hit kill shot shit. Why not have? Oh shit! I got plenty of this crap. So yeah, I think he probably said the radio might be worth something, right?
I couldn't hear it very well.
Yeah, neither could I, but that's what I suspect. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, no, shotgun person. Well, now at this time specifically Hazmati there was Hippocat, but I wanted to stream this, play this, or I mean stream this or just play it ever since I saw a review of it, which was slightly before I finished with the Zelda stuff. So I have been wanting to play this for some time. This looks very suspicious, but okay. Also, that everything up there looks suspicious. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find a way up. It doesn't look like there is a way up, but why would there be that ventilation hole and all these places where I could possibly walk? I guess that is something you come out of, so maybe there's another place to get into a vent. Let me go check. This is the type of thing where I want to find all the secrets I can possibly find. So there might be a vent. I think this was empty, yeah, but here it goes up. So if you find the ventilation here, or maybe like just break this shit, whatever it is. I flashed down, not immediately. I might have killed the boss. I don't remember about everyone though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look at the minimap. It's not cheating if it's a minimap. So, where the hell is all that? Okay, so the ventilation... I mean, technically, I could see it going through that thin little tunnel there. There's also that yellow thing on the outside, but... Also there's... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Yes, I pressed this. Whatever it did, I don't know yet. Ah, yeah, yeah, I remember that touchdown. I pressed the K button by accident, and everyone died. I don't think I used this particular thing. I think I just pressed K by accident.
That's what you get for being a cheater.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much my debug keys for when I'm testing my own stuff.
Right.
Well,
How's
maybe
your own stuff doing, by the way?
Well, I put like a room in a week before last week or something like that. So that's something. I've been mostly either doing random like lazy stuff, which means just watching YouTube or something, or when I feel at all productive, I go work on Horus game a little bit, which I've actually done some of today, so that's pretty cool. Okay, this is a vent, but it looks kind of closed actually. But not
Will
anymore.
you be able to get the game out before, you know, the actual show ends?
The game I don't know, the demo probably. The new demo, I mean the second one. I don't know, Asmati, I actually have no idea. I don't remember if it said, if the guy said this in the review. We could always so if one is controls, I guess. In the menu, I think there was a screen with credits in it. So I could look at it. Also, there's a readme in it, which probably has this information. I'm not gonna do that until I'm about to switch off. So if you want to know, you can Google Ashes 2063, download it, and open the readme and check.
I thought you were gonna say, well, I guess you'll just have to stay till the very end of the stream.
Well, I mean, that would be crazy to expect of someone. But yeah, I guess you could just find out at the end of stream if I don't forget. Okay, so there was some food, some junk I think in here. I feel like I should be paying more attention to what I'm collecting. Also, that building looks like I want to be in there, but I don't think it's possible to jump there. Just because there's a hole in it. You know, these old graphics put me in the mindset that if there is any sort of detail, that means it's there because the authors intended you to be able to be there. Should I set the sprites so that they're still vertical no matter what, or is this fine that they like lean to the on their back when I look down?
Well, I don't care.
I feel like I want them purely vertical. Yeah, this is a bit more reasonable. What is that even? I don't... A roll of tape?
Is that the new thing that came out on Good Old Games?
Project Warlock. Haven't heard about it.
I think it's like old school style FPS, Good Old Games exclusives.
Ooh,
I
exclusive.
looked at screenshots and they didn't really look that cool.
I don't... Like, Wolfenstein 3D is a bit too old school for me. I mean, Wolfenstein itself I've tried and I've beaten the first episode. But I don't want to play a game that's only like square based and without floor variation or anything. I think that's probably the dog. Okay, I was lucky. Is there a dog? Ooh, okay, no. I mean, there was a dog, but there was also the shotgun guy. I wonder if this one is a stronger hit. I kinda wanna try to kill the dog with it. What the fuck was that? I guess that guy just shot me. Are there headshots, by the way? I don't... There's headshots in one of these mods, I think I read, but... Because I feel like some of these guys die in one hit, some don't.
How do you even make headshots in Doom?
Well, I mean, Brutal Doom has them, I
code-wise.
think. Brutal Doom has them, so I don't know. Might just be like a separate hitbox somehow. I have no idea. Decorate might not be the only way to make it, like, to do everything about enemies. I never tried scripting of any sort in Doom. Well, I mean, not of any sort, but you know, ACS stuff. My extent of customization in Doom has been decorate, map info, and that kind of stuff. Basically stuff that works in the Doom and Doom format. I don't know if scripts work on that, so yeah. And I've been picking up shotguns. Armor scrap also. I've had armor for a while, looks like. Anything on top of the scrap? I might be able to jump in there. And I kinda want to. At the same time, I don't know if there's someone behind. I don't think there's anyone behind there, so... Whoop! Okay, for a second that... This looked like an arm of someone who was standing. Alright. I'm glad you're dead. The war is no excuse for being late. Loser. What? There's a lot of messages on this one board. Okay. Doesn't open. Zaltec. Ah! Okay. Probably could have met at him, but whatever. Nope. Nope. Super nope. Okay, that was kind of a failure. Hey, yeah. Gaff, shoot just one. Okay. At that point I should have thrown the shell at him or something. Just out of desperation, honestly. I see you, piece of shit. Yeah, it is a bit dark here. I don't know if YouTube fucks it up further. Okay, this looks... Oh no, it's geometry, it's not destructible probably. Those looked for a second like some sort of explosive barrel from some weird old game like Elender's Predator or something. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out of the dark area. I don't have the... Maybe there's like a light switch in here somewhere. But I don't have the lantern yet, I don't think so. Unless I just have it? No, I don't.
Well, I don't know, I'm looking at it through Discord, and it's hella dark.
There you go, problem solved. Ooh, got some presents. So is this like a bullet fire? Okay. I thought it was just a generator. Bullet farm. This is Heavenly Forge from Might and Magic. What was the point of that? Can I now do something else that I couldn't have done before? I don't remember if this was any dark. Also, there is that whole vent situation. I could get on the crate as I've done before, but... yeah. How did I do that exactly? But I cannot get any higher, even though I kind of want to. Okay, Hazamati, don't tell me, I wanna understand, cause like, okay, there's the exit. And something, oh. Well. I don't know how you get stuck in there, unless you haven't played the tutorial, don't know there's a ladder. But there's a very clear exit sign here. I don't know. It's cool that it seems like the outside stuff, buildings are just covered in sand and stuff, so there's a lot of debris. Okay, that's probably the exit. No! Oh. I hope I didn't need to be riding the bicycle during that. Oh, and I missed a secret. Oh well. Also, is the... let me check on the stream. Because right now, the window of GZ Doom is slightly below the taskbar. Yeah, it's kind of like that on the stream as well.
Same on the stream.
I'm gonna try to... hopefully this doesn't fuck anything up. Okay. Stop trying to jump into proper size. I've been having... oh, actually, wait, let's see if I... maybe if I change the video mode. Well, I mean...
you have weird resolution.
yeah, that's true. Well, fuck it. It just stays cut off below the screen. That's weird. Scaled nearest. Okay, if I do this, I wonder how much I have missed below the screen for all that. Well. Okay, looks like... but, oh, it's kind of getting into the chat a little bit. Let me fix this right quick. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna squish that a little bit and raise the chat and change its properties a little bit so that it's, say, about 440 and 720, I guess. Almost. Ah, fuck it, it's gonna be like this. Okay, I wanna play more. Ah, with my menu, go away. My prize secured, I made my escape. Another worthless trinket in hand. Yet another vow to myself to get myself out of this business for good. It won't be difficult to get this old radio working. I know a trader who might be willing to do it for me. Maybe even pay to take it off my hands. Of course, nothing's ever that easy. My ride is running low on gas, and the closest place I'll find any is deep in gang territory. I'll wait for nightfall before I go, and maybe I'll have a tinker with this radio. Ah yeah, I remember there was on the review the guy said that like the premise of the story was he finds the radio on mysterious transmissions. And that was pretty much all he said, I think.
I'm curious about that actually.
What was that all about?
What was that? Yeah, that was something. Some woman's voice. Ooh. Okay, also I don't know, Hazmite, I don't agree it was hidden in a crappy way. I think it was hidden just like, I mean, the level is not large. And the X is obvious. How is that even hidden at all? It's just slightly obscured in my opinion.
I looked at that fireplace and remembered Ghoul's Forest.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I have been raised on Turk too, so my standards for things being hidden might be a little bit different. I might just be smarter than all of you because of that. Man, this is
Shit,
empty.
I wish I played Turok.
Right?
Then I would be smart too.
Well, let's just you know, how the cookie crumbles. You don't know if you're gonna pick up a smart game or a regular game, especially when you don't even pick it out and it just is given to you with your video card. Is it just me, or when it's a mod like a total conversion of some sort, people are really not shy about just having completely empty places when it's just all new textures and stuff? But if this was a level for Doom, this would have been all fucking detailed all across, like cliffs and bullshit, and the ground would have been a lot more detailed. Not that I mind it being bare, but it's just kind of weird. I always felt that when the people make some with new resources, they get pretty lazy with actual level design sometimes. Okay, there's actually nothing in here. Parts of this texture look a bit like switches, so I don't know. I don't expect I can make that jump, but I mean... Should I try strafe? Ah, fuck. Well, I'm gonna try again. That looked almost possible to make.
So, Hazmati, you were saying that in post-apocalypse, all mountains just turn into completely vertical, like cliff faces.
Yeah, all the details have fallen off because of the atomic bomb blast or whatever happened. I'm always worried about strafe jumping, but I feel it like it could be cheating if the author didn't account for it.
If the author didn't account for it, then the author is dumb.
I guess
and
that's
you deserve, I mean, he deserves for his levels to be broken.
Okay, I don't think I have actually gained anything meaningful by doing this, so... It'll be alright. I don't even have anything to jump on that is otherwise unreachable. And I'm gonna try jumping on that. Now it's just vertically infinite, and also I did get some fall damage. Wow, I actually have 15 health, that's a bit depressing. More delay than Doom 2, yeah, that's true. But it's also larger. Doom 2, I don't think it had quite such giant empty walls. Also, I mean, those could have been made slightly better by some sort of lighting variation on them. But not to say that it looks ugly, it's just interesting how the standards are different. And I mean, my personal standards are usually lower than most people's for that kind of stuff nowadays, but they also kind of shift. If this was a Doom level, I probably would have been bitching about it a bit more. About it being bare like this. Okay, there's literally nothing on any of the cars. That's a bit disappointing. If this was Stalker, like there would be some hidden shit randomly like beneath a bumper there. I guess I gotta go in the dark tunnel. Well, I mean, I set the lighting in accordance to that one place where the tutorial where they give you the lantern and say, hey, you make this dark and shadowy. Set the lighting in such a way that it's dark and shadowy. So that's what I did. I guess it is kind of dark here. But I might just find the lantern. Yeah, there's a lantern here, so... Well, problem solved. Kind of. Though, I have one issue immediately. Is it gonna restore outside? No, it's not, because it's nighttime. This thing is just not gonna come back, so I actually gotta hurry. And I cannot use guns with it. This is Doom 3 all over again. Okay, this is much brighter. Yeah! Shit. The red splash was much stronger than... I feel like I didn't... Oh shit, and that damaged me for like 12, but... When the shotgun guy hit me, I don't think I got hurt at all.
Reload.
Right, thank you. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna super die. So I'm gonna start using all the cool weapons for now. Oh, I don't have ammunition for the other pistol. Yeah, a touchdown. It is like aesthetically and setting wise a bit more like Rage and classic Mad Max and that kind of American post-apocalypse. I don't think people would just like think to make Stalker like stuff. It's a very specific niche thing. Even though a lot of people like it, but I mean... it's harder, I guess, for people who aren't living in an environment just like that to understand quite what makes it so.
Yeah, Antroid. Now your game is fucked up, not vertically but horizontally.
What? Give me a second. Fucked up horizontally? How so? Oh, goes way beyond the chat. What the fuck is going? I guess when I set that up, it was like a menu with a splash screen or something. Also, I can. Oh, right. That's because it's like this on my. I guess I got a lower. Man, this is weird and kind of bad. What the hell is the resolution? There's a, like, why did they do away with proper resolution selection here? What the hell is this thing? Let me for 16:9 at least. Reset transform. No, it's still too wide. No, it's not still too wide. Okay. Yeah, that seems about right. Paranoia, no, I haven't. I've been meaning to as well, because I think Hippocat maybe have brought it up in the past, but I've also read about it.
I think I played it actually.
Oh, yeah. I think it's also pretty short, right? I feel like someone told me it was pretty short.
Not really, not super short.
Hmm.
I think like the second part, which is like a standalone game, that one is pretty short, I think. But the mod itself is, I don't know, alright.
Okay, I'm gonna shrink down my chat a little bit so people, if they're very curious, can see my money and bullets. Okay, hopefully that's not like super strong radiation in there. Whoa! Okay, it was possible. I would really like some sort of medkit. They have been kinda rare, but I guess it's fair for playing on like Nightmare Survivor. I'm just gonna go around with the shotgun out by default. No pets, fluids, fires, and wowed. No wowed, what? Ah, allowed probably, right. So fire is not allowed. I wonder if I missed any containers, because I don't really think about breaking them usually. That door looks like it's gonna be ambush open. And this looks like some from Undying or Silent Hill. I am gonna delay this corridor until I maybe have some more help. Now that's just a fire sound. This thing I cannot pick up. This is a corpse. Good commentary, right?
Well, it's pretty good commentary actually.
Because no one
Because
can see
if
it.
you think that we can see anything, like you are wrong.
It's kind of weird. I guess I might turn it up just a little bit, because I can, on my proper new monitor, I can see everything perfectly well. I mean, I might as well put the gamma like one notch up. Right now it doesn't look like nighttime anymore for me here in the game, but I guess I can bear with it. That looks like food. Fucked. Yeah, fuck, okay. Got stuck on geometry again. Right. Well, at least we got a chance to listen to that again. Oh, I wonder if I was actually expected to, like, drive the bike through this crap. Maybe that's why it's also empty. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous, in fact.
Well, riding a bike is dangerous in general.
I feel like it's less dangerous than in this mod. You know what? Fuck this. Enough. That was enough bike. Okay, so there's a lantern in here. Maybe I should just be using the lantern everywhere instead of turning my gamma up. For some reason I'm expecting him to shout Gestapo like in Wolf 3D or Doom with the secret levels. Or whatever it is they shout. Fuck off. Okay, he didn't survive that. Nice. Mein Leben, yeah, that's when they die. Or no, wait. I don't remember their shouts very well. Some of them shout, Gestapo! I think. Okay, there was someone. Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's what they say when they die.
Which one? Oh, Mein Leben.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I remember. Mein Leben! Mein Leben. Okay, where is...
When you see those like machine gun guys, they say something completely incomprehensible.
I think that was Gestapo for me. That's what I'm calling Gestapo. But my favorite was, I think I mentioned this before, in Wolfenstein The New Colossus, which otherwise I largely didn't like. It had a arcade machine with like a remake of Wolf 3D in it that you could play between missions. And it was in like all reversed roles because of the game setting. And everyone was speaking English in there, and the guards, instead of whatever the guards say there, the guards said, "Why? I never," when they saw you. And that was, for some reason, the most hilarious thing ever. For a sure limited time, but still. Just imagine a guard getting like all indignant. "Why? I never." That was they got that part good in that game. Well, I mean, I don't know about German enough to be able to tell what that word is. All I know is Ja, ja, Stangenzirkel. Fucking hell, that guy again. Maybe I should save when I'm in there. Okay, the cacti don't hurt you. Cacti, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna be saving a bit more. You know, honestly, he should have put on autosave. Somewhere, at least, by the lantern in there. Oh, wait, have I tried? This looks ripe for a secret, but seems like there's maybe less secrets than I expect. I guess it does make sense to shoot like, to shout, I mean, police or something when you see someone. I mean, it makes more sense when you are looking for someone to like open the door for you or surrender otherwise. To shout, police! But still. I mean, yeah, overall I don't think anyone ever said that the Wolfenstein 3D shouts ever made much sense. Okay, saving, because I've gotten this far. Wait, I'm not even going in here. First I'm going in this one. And just to remind myself there is nothing else in here. Okay, right. Right. Yeah, that's right, touchdown. I hope I don't have to jump any ramps in the future, because that's the only reason I see myself using that bike. Hey, cheese. Ah, there's two of them in there, of course. That's why one is always snuck up on me. I didn't forget Hazmatya, I just postponed the food. Dog in toilet. I'm afraid of being shot. Those are corpses, but still. This is a long distance area. Maybe it's time to check out that other place. Oh wait, there's this whole side in here. Actually, this might just connect to the... Ah, yeah. Alright, that makes it simpler. Armor, but I am wary of people in inconvenient spots. How How has there not been anyone in the bath yet? Those curtains would make it perfect for an ambush. I wonder if the author will do that later. Because I doubt he both has not enough imagination for that or is not mean enough for that. If you make a total conversion or an episode, a whole episode of a total conversion, you have the mental capacity to make bullshit dickish ambushes as well. But there's some shit. Actually, that might not be a glitch. No, that looks like a glitch. What's my... Actually, like, OpenGL, okay, so it's the most 3Dist mode you can think of. I guess I could always... Okay, so soft poly shit is just always broken in my experience. True color software, I could go for that. It might break some other things. But, oh, and it also makes everything slow as hell. Okay, you know what now.
Be right back.
Can probably answer this question. Why we must do... There's a huge gaping hole in the skybox. Oh, you mean on the top? Oh. That's because you aren't meant to look up and down as much. So Doom doesn't have regular skyboxes with textures on every side. It just has like a... What's it? Like a string? Not a string. A stripe. So the texture is just like a panorama thing, which pretty much is mapped to a cylinder around you like that. So that's in 3D mode, because in software mode you cannot really look up in there. So the texture is like this, you can see the texture. And then through software mode it just repeats, it tiles vertically if you manage to lift your camera somehow. So it tiles like this. And also it has a really weird warping effect on the sides where it's kind of stretched out. But in hardware accelerated modes it just makes up a cylinder, maps it around, and somehow determines like the prominent color on top and bottom and covers the hole in that. So I don't know what I should be using here. I think I'm gonna stick with OpenGL accelerated still, even despite that bug. I think that's in there maybe because there's some place to go inside in there.
So then what's going on?
Then again, I've described the sky thing to Hazmati, but I don't know if because like I mean, True Color software makes everything kind of laggy. I don't know. This could be good enough, and it does have still lights and stuff. Even the lantern still works. Maybe I should just stick with True Color software. But now I'm gonna put the camera back down because it's all overall brighter. I just need to not look up too high. But yeah, this GZ Doom, the new one, actually there's still bullshit in there. Ah, you know what, that might just be... I mean, there's stuff below that sign. You can... There's not enough zoom, I cannot zoom in there to show. But you can see, this is a trick. This is a software trick that only works in software, I mean, obviously. So, the ceiling, the part that was missing in OpenGL isn't actually there. And there are line depths, so walls, without a texture on them, beyond, like at the around the border of it. So in software mode, when there's a line without a texture, and it's like this, so there's a ceiling, there's a line without texture, the space on the screen that this line occupies is part of this wall. It just draws like the ceiling as if it was extending further, and that's why that ceiling there is drawn all the way until this hole. But there is a geometry part in there, and it looks like it's inside, like you see it through the ceiling. It's really weird. It could be used for neat graphical tricks, but I think in there it's just a mistake either way, so it looks wrong in every renderer, so I'm gonna go back to OpenGL, because that's just a mistake, I think, just a glitch. Oh shit. But it's kind of inconvenient that it has so many different rendering modes, half of which just fuck up a lot of visual tricks you can do. Because in Shit Haha I've been making that for software mode primarily, and I'm using a lot of weird shit like that wall with no texture that extends the floor for various tricks, and some of the stuff that you do just doesn't render properly in OpenGL. I can actually show that later. When I end this, I'm gonna show something that breaks and how I use that in one place. But overall, it's just kind of annoying what they did with the graphical options in this new GZ Dome. But yeah, pretty much it's just like it's a trick of, because software rendering is real weird. It doesn't treat it like polygons and shapes. It renders floors first, and it renders floors when there is no like wall texture in that part of the screen. It just continues rendering that floor because it renders it into the camera. And you know, if you use no clip in software mode and you go out of the level, every floor that you see is gonna like stretch towards the point where you are. So that's kind of the same thing, I guess. It's just an artifact of how it renders floors. And then on top of, so it renders it anyway, I think. But then on top of it, it renders a wall. But when the wall is not there, it just extends beyond. Also, I appreciate the fact that this barrel is still kind of oh, there we go, here. The standard Doom 2 barrel with flame in it also does this little thing. I don't know if it does it in vanilla Doom, but in Z-Doom I think the sprite is kind of fucked. Maybe in vanilla as well. Yeah, so I think Touchdown, that particular thing, well, I mean, there I don't know exactly what's going on in there. As you can see, it doesn't work proper in Open, as you could see, it doesn't work properly in OpenGL. I think most tricks like that I checked and shit how they worked, but there was one trick in shit haha that involved like drawing the sky on the floor in a shape that would obscure a wall behind it, so it would look like the wall is like different shape. I'm gonna show it and explain it. And that part didn't work, so it might just be an obscure thing that I'm using. And I mean, it doesn't completely break the look, it just makes it slightly worse. I used to have a script and shit haha that determined if you're playing in OpenGL and just froze the game not letting you continue, displaying a message, hey bitch, put software mode. But I decided to disable that because it seems a bit customer unfriendly. Cockroaches and
Well,
boxes.
you are not letting the customer to fuck themselves over.
Well, you know,
I'd say that's pretty friendly.
I mean, yeah, true. And I am forcibly disabling vertical mouse look as well, so maybe I should just bring the script back. But I'm afraid of backlash, honestly, on that, because that seems like overstepping the bounds of what people can accept usually in the community. Because with
People
the PC...
can fucking deal with it.
Well, I mean, I kind of want people not to be pissed off at me prematurely before they even start playing. If I ever finish it, of course, but you know. So, like, on PC, there's a lot of people have this attitude that developers' vision doesn't matter because, like, mods and stuff are popular, so, developers should, they think that developers should let them fuck up their game as much as they want. If they want to fuck up the game for themselves, they feel like they shouldn't be prevented from doing so. I actually disagree. Despite being a PC player, first and foremost, and liking custom levels and making custom levels, I actually kind of hate gameplay mods and such. And if I were to make a game, I would make, like, if it was easy enough, I would make a level editor for it, but I would not let you modify, like... Actually, maybe I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of game it would have been. But like limited modability, not perfect modability. Maybe that's a completely wrong thing to do, because like, I mean, why restrict that kind of stuff? But on the other hand, I don't know, if I made Skyrim and everyone's playing Skyrim with mods only, part of me feels like I'd rather they just didn't play it if they didn't like it without mods as I made it. Why sound brewing ahead? Oh wait, right, they don't have pathfinding in this game. I was afraid for a second they would come for me through that window somehow. Soundbot liver. You want my liver, you got to deliver. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. I wish I could take this one and use it. So I'm still unsure if this one is like the old fire is more strong. It's a different direction, but I don't know if it's stronger than normal attacks. Well, guess I got some shells. Well, I mean, I think Hazmati, most of those people have played Skyrim enough. Bronze staff key. Okay. I think they've just played enough Skyrim. I feel like most people start without any mods and then they put all the mods on when they've played enough. Personally, I've never... I think I was going to play Skyrim with a mod like survival mod of some sort. And I have snagged one of the paid mods when it was free. The official survival mod. But I have not actually played it yet.
I don't know. I don't feel like any mods can make me play Skyrim again.
Yeah. I feel like I would play it again at some point in the future. I've only beaten it once, and many side quests I've never done, and dungeons and stuff like that. This is cool because it seems to have extra shadows. Maybe that's just screen space ambient occlusion. What was that DT thing? It seems like it was like a musical theme of something. I don't recognize it, but... Ooh,
I didn't recognize it either.
Pile bunker. Doesn't have an ammo count. Maybe it's like a... Oh. So is that a hyper fast attack? No, it's just one super strong attack, I think. And this is a repeat attack. Okay, well, I might use that. Hunger Games, alright. Well, I haven't seen that. Here's your heavenly lantern. Ooh, these toilets are really blue. I mean, this whole lantern is really blue, but most colors are just not quite as pure white to be so affected by the color of it. Oh, hey. Okay. I'm also expecting like an atomic health around every corner for some reason. Oh well, okay, so this door was openable from the inside. I guess that whole thing was like a little side area with things in it, which are always welcome. Hopefully this is a real strong attack though, still. And part of me does feel like maybe I could break those planks if I manage to get on top of this truck, but there is nothing to jump off of, unfortunately. Alright, maybe I get out of there. Yeah, this looks like I get in the dumpster if I get out of that vent. Alright, but how do I get... Oh, well, I mean, this is open, okay. Mail dystopian here, so... Well, I mean... Nothing about that says that I would dislike it immediately, but also nothing about that grips me right off the bat, so... I need something to click real hard for me to be interested in something. Okay. Testing time. Nah. 2 hits, nice. What about the primary fire? Is there another one? Oh boy, no. I kinda wanna separate them. Oh, this has a very good distance though. Maybe not. Okay, kills those in one hit, that's nice. Just gotta not miss. I might just start running around with this shit. Out. Okay, I'm starting to miss completely. Maybe it's not quite as long a distance as I thought it was. Okay, that was a bit lousy. Yeah, I feel if I was playing this by myself, Hazmati, I would probably start quick saving after every enemy and killing everything with this. Bronze staff key. That was for some inside there, wasn't it? in the diner place. But I think there was more in the building over here. Historic Route 66 gift shop. They've been there, but what about here? Another the same hole. This looks like that fucking second level of Duke Nukem 3D again. Pornography? Where is the pornography? Okay, that's a bit more scary. Health, yes. Painkillers. This is a unique room. I guess it's because the thing is the wall is broken here. Okay. Well, I got the bronze key. There was some other locked door in there as well. This large thing requires which key it wants. Blue access card. Okay. Oh, don't have a lot of.
Oh, Hazmati, I mean, seriously, who needs shirts in Apocalypse? I mean, everybody knows you gotta wear like leather with spikes.
Oh, it's a part of a table, right? Also, yeah, shirts. I mean, it's probably not cold, and all these guys. Actually, do these people wear shirts? I haven't paid enough attention. Oh shit, that's gonna close behind me, isn't it? Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that, but well. I guess those bullets are gone. Gotta fight my instinct to reload. Okay, there is a switch on this side as well. I'm afraid there's shotguns and shit around corners. Oh, it's just this place. Oh boy. Well. Yeah, idiots. There was someone fighting going on there. Fuck. Man, this thing betrays me. The counter here could be real helpful though. Where'd the dog go? Where's the dog gone? Dog gun. Gah! Okay. Defense. Flawless. Oh shit, they managed to go there. Holy crap, that pathfinding though. Well. Aren't I just the most tactical Doom player you've ever seen? There are other words for that, but I prefer tactical.
You just made me remember an amusing picture I've seen recently. Like there was like knife and tactical knife, and tactical knife is all like black and cool looking, and like a bunch of pictures like that, like comparing usual things to tactical things. And then there was American and tactical American.
Oh, I see. Nice, racial humor, I like racial humor. There is another dog in here. Behind that curtain, I'm pretty certain. Yo, yo, yo. I'm being tactical. Well, it's... Shotgun should be laid to rest for a little bit. Well. What was the point of coming into this one? I'm pretty sure I'm looking for a key still. But maybe it's just for things. I don't see any keys in here. I need a blue card, I think. Stop the war. Got a shotgun from someone. I guess there was one guy here. Oh. There's stuff in here. That sound is from Wolfenstein, isn't it? Chewing. Might be from Return. I don't actually remember. Eh? Eh? Okay. Oh, how wonderful. Well, infighting still works. Why is it satisfying, Hazmat? Is it just because, you know, it chases away the darkness? And the darkness is very...
is literally that moth from a meme.
Oh. There's a meme about a moth? I just know the general idea about moths.
Moth meme is one of the popular memes recently.
I've not been keeping up with memes, much to my shame. I don't think I can make that, and I don't really need to make that anymore. Oh, I heard that. Seems at the range I'm a much better shooter than these guys. They... Oh shit. Well, never mind. I guess it's just the spread that sometimes causes their bullets to go down into the floor, making it seem like they are undershooting completely. Like there's bullet drop. Fucking... You know what? That's right. Oh, I had more clips for the shotgun. Actually, that's just singular bullets, right? It's just spare bullets in there, no clips. Shells even.
Bullets in yes.
Fuck off. Language is supposed to be flexible. If enough people call them bullets, they're bullets. I think I'm more than enough. Hi there. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna cause my already. Ah, here's his gun. Well, no reason to use the lantern then.
Get back here.
You
Man.
know, actually, bullet is patron, right?
I always thought
What's
that
the
bullet
English
was...
for pule?
Pule is bullet. And patron is shell, I think. That's how Serious Sam was, I think.
No, shell is exactly like shotgun shell. Because
yeah.
it has this
Patron-
like
patron-
pellets inside of them.
Патрон del дробовика, shotgun shell. Bullets, пули. That's how it was translated in Serious Sam, that's how I'm using it.
Well, because, you know, patron is the entire thing. It's like this tip and the case with the gunpowder. And pula is just like the tip of that.
I don't know if anyone cares, Hippocat. I'll be honest. I mean, I can't really bring myself to say that's an interesting question. That's how you know. Oh, that's right. Shells are also the no, casings are gills, right?
Yes.
Fucking gun terms. You should live in America if you're so interested in guns. And I think I just got fucked because... Did I save up there? My stream is not late enough for me to know. Well, just in case I hadn't saved there. Oh, first time the valves are actually... Oh. Cool. There were many more valves all over the place, but I never tried using them, I don't think. For instance... Inconsistency. This is fucking... Infro all over again. Wait, where was the place? Over here. Oh, and there goes my lantern. So I'm just here for a gas, right? Where is all the gas? Okay, I can't even go past this whole thing. I keep wanting to jump on top of these every chance I get. There is never anything on there. This could have been a cool secret here. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, this is a one-way trip. I hate them, but that'll make a drop. That looks like... What does it even look like? First I was gonna say it's like an alarm, but it's way too big for an alarm. What the hell is that?
I cannot see it very well.
Oh hey, that's the ambush spot. Cool. So I'm gonna immediately just drop down to where my bike was, because it's right about behind the fence. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't remember from the outside if it looked like there was a hole to drop out of. Question. Why the hell did I even come here? Is this the time to jump on cars? Maybe from the barrel? No? Maybe I just shoot that thing, honestly. Radio. Ah, radio, big radio. Well, I'm gonna assume this was intended.
I don't know, making you jump on top of a burning fucking barrel, that doesn't really feel intended.
That's true, but... I mean... You know what? I'm fine. Yellow key there. Where the hell do I put the yellow key now? Did I just miss an openable door? Yes, well, I mean, not even a door. Oh well, snag the key though. But I'm getting the feeling that the door is in here. Oh boy! Considering that thing is out, I guess I can keep doing this. This is like an extreme version of those areas with strobe lights. You know what I mean?
Seizure warning.
Yeah. Very low gigahertz. Fuck! Seizure. Gigahertz just hurts, honestly.
Like, what this thing is actually supposed to be?
I think it's some construction tool. Like a Dalbilka of some sort, I don't know. Punches things real hard. Maybe like rivets? Rivet inserting tool. Oh, I was not a friendly mutant. Also, apparently charge time doesn't matter for this thing. So you can make real quick attacks. That's actually also pretty nice to know. And considering the monsters actually have some charge time for their attacks, I'm probably generally safe just running into them up close and releasing that shot. Okay, that's nice. This is like one of the simplest tactics you can imagine, just shooting an enemy when he stops to shoot you. And I've spent already many bullets in this mod, I think, just wasting them on... Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know how, if it like all goes away. If it all goes away if I use it, or if I have some left like in Duke Nukem 3D. Alright. Well, surely I can jump on this, no? Interesting. Maybe it was all for the medical kit. Отбойный молоток. Jackhammer, that is, I think, yeah. This looks like a wider, much thicker jackhammer. And those usually aren't those for breaking shit. I think the wide thing is probably for just jamming shit instead of breaking it. Yeah. It's kind of silly, but it works. Oh, there's gas. Did I just... I think I just fucked myself. Out of... Yeah, I can afford this. Fuck it, I wanna visit the rest of the level. I'm not even gonna snag the key this time. That's stupid though, I always hate one-way doors like that. In my opinion, places that you go into that you cannot come back from should be obvious, like jumping down a hole. And actually, as I've always said, and Touchdown will confirm that I always say it, I would always like if in games, if you have a hole presented to you with the option to jump, it should be a decision you make, not lightly. Because IRL it would be a real stupid thing to jump down some mysterious hole for no reason, right? But in games, you know, they would just get me trapped down there or punish me for exploring, right? So that's how we get video game thinking.
Is this like in the same line of thinking as not putting teleports in lava pits and such?
Kinda, yeah. Though I don't know how much I love, like in Doom, inescapable lava pits are a bit too far for me. I just prefer when there's like stairs instead of teleports. Oh. Is it a secret thing then? Because I got the gold security key. Unless taking the beer can? The gas wasn't the exit of the level. Oh, number stations. You know what would be cool? Number station exists, right? They still do things. Would be cool for a story here if he literally just got a still going somehow automated message from a number station, which doesn't actually mean anything anymore, and he spent like, oh, that looks kinda like shit behind there. Actually completely like shit. But yeah, if the mysterious message was just a number station. Wow. Talk about a way to do forest textures and make them completely ugly. I don't approve. That's a canopy, Hippocat. How do you feel about this canopy?
Until you said this was forest, I couldn't understand.
That is a forest and this is a canopy.
This is shit, and this is double shit.
This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. Could I just put a cliffside there, man? Come on. Also, what did I get? Did I open a yellow... No, I didn't. Ah, this was locked by... Of course, since I skipped that shit. I went right in there. I guess I missed the number station. That was pretty much all I missed. Alright, well. That was slightly less bad than I thought it was. Someone wants to get him. Oh boy, big thing. Good thing I have this though. That was a very useful secret to find.
What is the actual purpose of number stations?
I think it's like some coded wartime, maybe not wartime, but just some coded transmissions. Part of me just wants to push this. Okay, part of me is satisfied. This is bullshit. That is highly bullshit though, that you cannot run past that shit. But then again, that guy has the Master Blaster, I think, so kinda want it. Oh. Oh, that was my own body there. Interesting. You know what, I'm gonna use a pistol on him. He looks kind of flat. The shading on him could use a little more contrast on the body itself. Very common problem in sprites. Real cool enemy though. If only he could move slightly faster, because the danger of the flamethrower is much greater, and he doesn't drop the weapon, of course. Much greater than... Maybe I didn't need to kill him. Much greater than the rocket launcher bit. So... if he hits you with that, like the space you fight him in is narrow enough so you can't really run around him without him being able to reach you. That's a cool mechanic, but oh well. Bye bye giant mini-boss guy. Wow, I didn't find any secrets in there somehow. Why could I have missed secrets? Part of me kinda wants to go back and look for secrets, but nah. Seems like my luck is in this time. I found enough fuel to last a good few miles. Another bandit camp wiped out as well, so that was a happy ending. Still, my surprise encounter with those mutants was more than slightly concerning. Putting it from my mind, I rode the last few miles back to town. I'd made a home of sorts in a place called The Wall, an old electric dam. There was a trader there who bought and sold weapons and old curios. He's borderline gangster, but he'll buy almost anything. It might be a good idea to ask him if anyone else picked up that strange signal. Oh, hey. This is my home from the tutorial, nice. Give me all that food. I will destroy my bike. Oh, everyone hates me right now. What? Is it just because I started attacking? What is going on? Are we under attack? That is the big question. No, we aren't. So I am forbidden from using my jackhammer in this settlement. What the fuck kind of logic is that? I guess they're just deaf monsters. That's kind of stupid. Yakuti. So I guess
this is one.
What one?
It's not I,
Ah,
it's one.
Yakut 1. Well, you know what, Yakuti was a better word. So I guess I cannot break any containers in here as well. That's pretty dumb. You find anything good around there? Great, just great. I'm sure that's going to solve our food problem. Whatever. Leave. Leave! Stop bad-mouthing me. There's some hidden treasure in this town, honest. Why don't you go and run? Yeah, okay, cool. My crowbar was hidden away in my pockets. How did he see it? What's been going on in town? Barrett's men have moved into the dam, probably going to start charging for power again. They stay clear of them. We'll kick them out eventually. Why aren't you stopping them? Us and what army? That's National Guard job. We'll just wait until Barrett turns up missing, then we'll get those idiots. Why? Where's Barrett? Packed up and left for the city with a bunch of his thugs. Just last night. Left a token force to hold the dam. I hope the desert eats him alive. Why though? No idea. They all just jumped into their transports and took off south. Like they were in a hurry. Wonder what that was all about. Let's all come back. And we're gonna ask about National Guard. Very message. There we haven't been listening when they used the radio to other outposts. Well, here's some interesting. Yeah, I guess I can't really tell him anything about that. Reds gang. Oh, Reds. Is it communists here? Reds gang. Oh, you mean Reds gang. Bunch of lowlifes. They've hit us a few times, but they've got vehicles and we couldn't catch them. Why? Found their camp. They've been wiped out by... Which camp was that? Was it where I got the fuel? Because there was a bunch of...
I guess so.
There were a bunch of bandits in there. I guess I wiped them out, the rest of them. Good riddance. I won't say those pigs didn't deserve it. Oh yeah, that was that one head flamethrower that I didn't fucking take for some reason. Oh, apparently this guy doesn't believe me. Almost. You know, I heard a bigger load of crap. Those freaks can barely walk in a straight line. Well, I mean, that's true. Domain enemies cannot walk in a straight line. You've been in the sun too long. Whatever, man.
Hello.
Hello, Modern Scar. That's been a while. Let me remember. Daniel, right?
Yeah, I think it's Daniel.
Oh shit, I forgot. Wait, what? Okay, so I am allowed to swing my thing, but I'm not allowed to hit my bike then? Why did everyone start attacking me last time? I don't get it. Well, I guess it's not as stupid as I thought. For parts... Okay, apparently I have requested some parts. Hello. Hope you don't mind me snooping. I'm looking for treasure, honest. Oh, it doesn't mind a bunch of people snooping. Aha! Radio. Yes. Oh man, I knew. Man, this font is kinda hard to read. This is just me, I don't know. You can always tell when you've heard the word "you're married," man. You can see it on your face, clear as day. What?
Not married, Antroid. Marked. What the fuck?
I told you I'm sleepy. I don't know. Only offer. She speaks in set intervals, not all the time, and only to those she has married. For greater things. Is the numbers the call? It is probably a number
Holy
station.
shit, like, hear a lady talking on the radio, imagine life together.
I'm gonna be married to her. Immediately. Where they come from? The old world? The other side, maybe? The spaces between? What? Who can like, okay, that Y looks like a V. Who can save? I don't like this font. You say the code can reveal your future? How you live, how you die, it's partially reality and partially what you need to hear. Only person who can say for sure is you. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? The door, it's a different reality. Believe or don't give a shit. Whatever. I know she's real. She read out my birthday. Okay, well, I mean, among the random string of numbers, there's bound to be anyone's birthday after a while. Yeah, I'm allowed to break the bottles as well. Cool. Howdy, you're that fellow with the motorcycle, ain't you? Damn fine machine, that. I was ready to say burn instead of them for some reason. That's how unable to read I am right now. I am, what of it? I was just about to say how much it would have made life easier back when I used to travel. What places have you been in? In the city a few times, looked south a ways and north too for a few miles, but didn't find anywhere worth going back to. I think that's a typo, there should be one O. Decided to settle here when I got old. What's left of it, you mean? Took a nasty hit on the north side. Used to be good scavenging if you could deal with the radiation and the looters. Not much left, I'm afraid. Every year another one of the towers falls down. Covers up even more, and every few years the flooding gets worse. That's some great stuff. Oh sure, there probably is a few good pieces out there, just waiting to be found. You want my advice? Sure. Don't risk your own skin in that place. I never told you why I stopped going there, did I? No, you didn't. Well, about 3 years ago, me and 2 others went to the city, found pretty good claim too. Claim, cool, that's old language there. I mean, not really old language, but you know, it means like the gold rush stuff. Old smart place, filled with goodies. Nice. Oh yeah, my survival gear got me a real nice rifle with a walnut stock. We damn near spent the whole day in there. That was a mistake. It's been neither. Never go to the city at night. Golden rule. That's what they say, ain't it? So this is urban legend. Yeah, well, back then the rule didn't exist. People would camp out there hoping to clear the bigger buildings in the daytime. Most would just disappear. She's full of cannibals. Nah, that was before all that. You didn't really see mutants that much. They were there, of course, but not nearly so many. Okay, tell me what happened. So we make camp at this place. I went up to the roof. Again, I almost said I went up to poop. Wanted to look at the stars. Imagine it was all back to the way it was. You know? Oh, the barrel jumped one frame ahead. I was like, what changed there? And it was beautiful. Clear skies. Skvs even. Just a hint of blue as the moon came up. It was... The sky was hella blue at night. What are you talking about, man? It was sat there, I was sat there for a good hour or so. Then I saw it. It was a person just walking up on the roof of one of the towers. Except they wasn't walking really, just sort of drifting. Oh! I wonder if that's going to be that one scary monster the guy didn't spoil. I wonder if there's ghosts in the town. That would be cool. So I'm watching this thing and they just keep walking off the edge of the roof and it just drifted through thin air, went in the other tower and vanished. That's creepy, shouldn't and all this. I swear to goo, I saw what I saw. I packed my bags in the morning and told the other 2 I was heading back. Never been to the city since. And my friends, oh, nothing so sinister. We got jumped by mutants on their way back, turned to pieces not 100 yards from the station gates. Guy told me, maybe it was a warning. You should think about that. Thanks for the story. I think I've had enough of his stories. But yeah, I swear to goo, that was a nice story. Reveal your secrets. Alright, there's money. There's probably not gonna be junk and bottles, but everyone really likes my crowbar. You guys look suspicious. Mediocre? That's quite some language. Scar as a prize. I trust the day finds you well. I'm going, yeah. Absolutely marvelous. You seem tense, Scaver. Need some to ease your troubled soul. You buying? You buying? Pal, not interested. Tough choice. I hear.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not your buddy friend. I hear. You don't need a high. You need something practical, something to up your game. How about a Steam? Military issue. I got some. Steams, which ones do I have? Where enough to get those? I don't care where, but some you in particular would kill for. I got, well, if only I could kill people in town. I got some regen, you know what that is. You'll heal twice as fast. Purchase a real gem. Take a few before you dive into a hotspot. I also sell some ammo, but don't tell Smiley. That's our little secret. Regen for 250. I have not nearly enough. Purchase 200. If there's ammo, yeah. Leave. I probably will be back here later. Oh, that's how I look like. I'm very festive. I wonder if that's just because my color in the multiplayer or in the player setup is pink. Yes, it's just my hood. Well. Nice. Hey there. That guy from that movie that Solid Snake was drawn from, slightly. Bliskin, something? Let me work!
even his name is Kurt.
Oh, right. Sorry, nothing right now. I actually haven't looked at anyone other's name. What was that guy who told the long story? What was his name? Sorry, nothing right now. Yeah, something. What's been happening? Oh, that is old news. What do we got? Water, food, action, leave. Yeah, okay. I got me a Steam pack. A waster. That's even worse than calling me mediocre. This reminds me of that place in Twilight Princess, though. A little bit, because it's one street mainly. I don't actually feel like talking to any of these people. They
probably just tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. Also, do I detect the same sleepiness that I am under there?
I just yawned once.
Well, I mean,
sleepy.
Considering how little you talk, you might be yawning all the time there, just without saying anything. It wouldn't be. Mind pal, trying to attract paying customers. You look like you're from Lost Vikings.
Maybe this secretly is a sequel to Lost Vikings.
Well, I mean, they did go all over time and stuff, so would make sense. Gas, ammo. Well, no girls. Such is the post-apocalypse, I guess. The trader breaks new green as you approach. Couldn't animate that. Also, he has Doomed Guy's face, I think, just real small. What's up? How are you doing? What brings down to my neck of the wastes today? Yes, oh, that's Smiley. Tried out the store, got something. You know what? Why is he smoking from his neck? Is he just?
Well, I don't know.
Does he
Maybe
just?
he has like some breathing device or something.
Maybe he's just like holding an arm like that, but that would be kind of interesting. What was the? There was a character that had like two things in the neck like this for breathing, I think. I forget what it was. Part of me wants to say fucking Penguin from Arkham games, but I don't think he had that. He had the beer bottle bottom in his eye for a monocle though. I don't remember. But that's pretty nasty. There's a dam. Also reminds me of something from, you know, the horror movies. I don't remember how they were called in English, but they were just called Dom in Russian. I guess House?
I haven't seen that.
There's a bunch of them. And they like, the second one is almost a comedy, but I remember some of them, when I was a kid I liked them. Oh, that's interesting, Daniel. I've seen that movie once, but I don't remember that character. So like one of those movies, House movies, there was some weird shit in there. I don't remember much. I think some guy was trying to buy the house or something, and he was like a caricature of some sort of I don't even know who, but he was like real nasty and disgusting. And he was like vomiting all the time. And I feel like he had some tubes coming out of him to just like drain nasty shit from in his like whatever it was. But also that the description that I just made reminds me just of the Fahrenheit number book. Honestly, I think that someone got drained of something in there as well. Anyway, I wonder what you're selling. Oh, that's a reference. What are you selling? Right. Well, I got the radio here. I haven't managed to get working. Take a look. He takes radio from you, turning it over in his hands. Ah, sweet. Letron. That's... I thought he was calling to, like, the goons. Letron, multiband, come here. Pretty good condition. No. He has 3 meanings. Letron, multiband, and pretty good condition. They still work. Yes. I got tons of batteries. You pick up anything on it? Those funny old government, this is not a test message is still playing. Yeah, what transmission? I heard a voice, a woman's. I'm gonna be playing like the most naive, honest, trusting person in the wasteland. He gives a dirty laugh again. Now I know you're talking shit. A woman, huh? Telling you a bunch of numbers and shit. That old story is more shifty than me, pal. I'm telling you, I have a listen yourself. There's there the one body gives on the static. Really fine. Well, I mean, dude. I probably still have autosave from the last level. You can listen to that if you want. And hear nothing. I'm lying to you. He wraps his stubbled chin thoughtfully. For some reason, I thought it said thoroughly. So he thoroughly wraps his stubbled chin. You know, Barrett left town in a big rush last night, headed for the city. Only place broadcast like that could come from. Maybe he heard it too. You think Barrett is trying to find this girl too? Yeah, forget I said anything. Let's say I believe you. You want to sell that? Actually, I don't really want to sell it. Hopefully... Can I leave now without selling it? Because it seems like I would like to get more transmissions. Yeah. What's up with that other exit then? Oh. Right. Oh, I can't have this. What?
Stop right there, criminal scum.
So wait, that
Nobody
thing...
breaks the law on my watch.
This thing is just illegal. I can use anything else, but this thing is illegal. If I use this, everyone just hates me. Also, let me test
Well, it's just too loud. Everybody's like, let's stop this shit.
Yeah. So that exit works, and also they absolutely can die. Oh! I guess he gave them death sprites after all. Well. I really don't want to sell the radio, man, but I guess I have to. Use your money, there's the radio on the shelf, and count some old dollar bills. Dollar bills, please doing business. Pleasure, dude. Like no hailing. Say, you and I, we're both friends. You think you could do me a favor? If you do it, I'll give you a discount in the future. And someone's smiling. There's a friend of mine, he lives in the city, in the old tunnels, by Mikon Circle. Mikon, I'm gonna call Mikon. I got a package he could use. Think you could get it to him? What's in this? Okay. Actually, I'm more curious about this. Ignores you. I do it myself, but you know how it is. Militia needs me here. Miles of desert. He grins again. You could get there right quick on that flaming steed of yours. Let's package that for his eyes. Have all you need to know is that you will be greatly rewarded. Weapons dealer, military munitions, interesting. Oh, you wasters love any opportunity to get something to help you out. Alright, I'll buy. Told you, Mikon Circle. He owns a store. His name is Riggs. Some of my boys used to go trading there, so I know there's a way through. Ask the barkeep, he'll know. Give me the package! Third looking combination look. I wonder if the numbers I heard were combination of combination lock. Probably not. Don't bother trying to open it, and let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll send where you're coming. It's better be more. Kami, see me when you wanna head out or buy anything or before you go. Can I make you another offer on that bike? Fuck off. Actually, I would gladly sell the bike, I'll be honest. So bartender, huh? Ugh. This is not the bartender. Oh, never mind. How to get to... you mean the station, right? I wanna there. Need to find someone. Well, it's been a long time. See? We used to send supplies out that way. I remember we used to take the north road until we reached the outskirts. Then we went through the tunnels. Well, before the war, big machines used to carry people around underground, sub-trains or whatever. Better going that way than the surface. That's the way we went in. Just follow the arrows. No, really, I'm serious. We used to mark our routes in white paint. Don't stray from the route and you'll be fine. Something tells me that paint might have very well dried out and chipped off. If it's been that long. And that will take me? Actually, I'm curious about this. The only place that isn't dangerous. Cave-ins and flooding mostly. Also the usual crazy legends about mole people that used to live down there long before people moved in. Hello, Hazmati. Well, I mean, I forget where you exactly left. I found a big thing of fuel and I came back to town. Now, this is dangerous. I'm gonna finish the dialogue and I'm gonna recap stuff that happened. Not much. Then I place the dangerous. Okay, I read that already. Well, maybe that we should pass through South Station. There is a small market there. Someone, some. Radio, sorry, pal. Moose might know. He's an old trader. He's been to the city. Lives just opposite the bar above the market. Oh, I think that's the guy we already talked to about that. Okay, so Hazmati, I think the radio transmission we got was in the beginning of the level, right? So you must have heard that bit, but. Basically just ran around that base, killed some stuff, broke the level a little bit, just a little tiny bit, inconsequentially, and then I reloaded anyway. Killed a giant mutant with a flamethrower rocket launcher, and then reloaded again and just ran past him. Came back here. This is the first room from tutorial, but this door was closed in tutorial. These were all open, and this time it's the opposite way. So. Talk to some people. There's an old crazy guy up there that says that the woman on the radio tells the future and you marry her if you listen to her. Actually, no, that was just what I saw instead of... He says marked, not married. But the font is difficult to read. And I've just talked to people. There was a guy in here that bought my radio and now he wants me to deliver a package to some guy in the city. But yeah, I killed the boss with my revolver first time, because I was expecting him to drop his weapon, but he didn't. Also, apparently, I guess you did say you played a couple levels, so I probably didn't have to explain everything that happened here, but well, at least you know that I haven't skipped like 5,000 levels ahead and I'm in the hub for the third time. I've already seen Smiley, fuck off! Oh, right. I'm ready to head out. Okay, I guess the switch just is the leftover from other things. Oh, you finished it. Then who said they played only a couple levels? Maybe it was Touchdown who played only a couple levels. Highway Holocaust. That's harsh. Yeah. Fuck off. I guess the Highway Holocaust reminds me of Duke Nukem 3D Hollywood Holocaust level name. This also sounds like a Doom track. I forget which one though. I think some in the second half of Doom 2. Maybe even in TNT. Blood the Chosen. Even if it's just Blood, I haven't played it, no. Because I know all Doom tracks, but not like 100%. I feel like this might be from the TNT actually. I got to know. Oh, there we go, touchdown is on the case. TNT has some weird ass music, but a couple good tracks in as well.
Blood the Chosen is Blood 2, right?
What? Why can I climb not... Can I not climb this ladder? Bullshit. Actually, Blood 2, I think I've launched it. At the very least. Was there like a subway train somewhere around the beginning of it? Or something? Yeah, so I think I launched it. Might have even like played up until a loading screen or something like that. Oh well. So I'm not
It's
taking...
like so weird. It's not a bad game, but it's just so fucking strange. Setting is really strange.
I actually kind of want to play both Bloods now. Honestly, I want to play the second one a bit more because maybe it's... Blood 1 I played like one level of it and it left me with the impression it's way too like difficult and quick save abusive because like everything killed me way too fast. Maybe I should have selected like a lower difficulty for it.
Hazmati says that he's not sure, but you probably need the bike.
Oh. Well, if I need the bike, I will come back for it. I'm going to be defiant as long as I can. Which one do you mean touchdown?
If it's about Blood 2, I think a Steam version is pretty stable on Win 7 at least.
I wonder if I have that. Okay, question. Answer. Okay. What the fuck? Who keeps shooting
Didn't
me?
they tell you there were like some thugs in the dam or something?
This is a guard, just normal guy. And it says I was shot for disturbing the peace. Fuck, man. You know what? Fuck you. Ah, slide out now. Yes, aha! Worth it. Alright, fine. I don't think I even used it. Just like on save game load with it out. For some reason it counts as if I've shook it. And yeah, I'm immediately going back on my word about trying to run as far as I can. I just want to get out. everywhere and just walk around, search for shit. Ah, that looks like a ramp. Hmm.
That more looks like a broken bridge.
In the shape of a ramp. I guess there's probably never anything around like this under the cliffs and such. Hopefully I don't need to like bust these supports or anything with my bicycle. Bike. I wanna ride my bicycle. I wanna ride my bike. I'll be honest, this is a pretty disgusting looking area. Way too full bright. Even the bridge doesn't cast a shadow. Hell is this? Buildings casting shadows is like Doom mapping 101. I guess you're meant to be real quickly riding through this bullshit on a bike. Holy shit, what a jump. VR, I don't have a VR headset at home, but at work I develop little demos for VR. And I guess I've played Doom in VR, briefly.
Maybe don't aggro them?
Nah. I've not picked that thing up for nothing. Oh, that's very little ammo. Hopefully there aren't any more guards. The fuck, man? Finally.
You know, for a company that works with VR, I would totally expect employees to be allowed to play whatever shit
Well,
during
I mean,
lunch breaks and such.
I'm allowed, honestly, even outside of any lunch breaks, but I just don't do it because VR games are mostly shit.
You gotta play Gorn. It's cool.
How is that? I haven't heard about it.
It's the one where you're like gladiator fighter.
Oh, yeah.
It has issues, but it's really fun.
Should heal up and down. Well, I mean, I have got my med pack still. Actually, what the hell is this thing? What are all these things? Nothing. Ah, I guess it's a package. And this... Oh. What?
Maybe it's like a regen thingy.
Yeah, it is regenerating my health, but I had to press enter twice for it to work. Real weird. No, Daniel, that was games about diving underwater, and we stopped making them a long time ago. Now we're doing other things that include using VR demos to show off the things we do.
To show off these absolutely disgusting pieces of quote-unquote art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the New York Academy of Arts scanned that. Not my fault, they have no taste in art. Also, if I had left my bike there and jumped down here, looks like I couldn't actually get it back. Wow. Nice. I also appreciated the bike just faces wherever I face when I sit on it. That's handy.
They should have made like the freaking model for a bike.
Like out of voxels or something.
Well, preferably voxels.
Yeah,
like
I
if
think...
you ask me, fucking everything should be done out of voxels. Because I have this unhealthy fascinations with them.
I mean, they're cool. Doesn't Blood use them for items?
Yeah.
I got to play that and see how it looks to me, because I am just like very limited. My interest in voxel graphics and games is very limited to like gimmicks like the voxel Stein thing. Because like sprites make me feel at home. Oh, okay. It is possible to still drive.
Just recently I had a very like fucked up conversation with a friend. Because there is a game called Voxel Tycoon. And I looked at the screenshots and I said that the devs are fucking douchebags for false advertising. Because the game like uses polygons for everything. And it has just, you know, blocky landscape like Minecraft. But I said like this is bullshit, that doesn't really make it voxel game. And my friend was telling me like, well, you maybe just don't know something. Like it's the devs say it's voxels, so it's voxels, so like, what the fuck?
I assume the friendship was ended over this because you cannot be friends with someone who doesn't understand what voxels are or doesn't trust you that you understand. I don't know if I will be able to be friends with such a person.
I don't have too many friends to end friendships over shit like this.
Yeah, I guess it's a luxury. Okay, so I'm expecting I will drive down there. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I don't think I picked anything up since then, so whatever.
There's been an effort to remake Doom sprites into voxels, and I checked it out, and I think it was really good.
I don't know how much. Some disagreements are just too much. If say I had someone talking about video games and he said, hey, in this game there's a glitch and I fell through the texture, and I was like, hey dude, just so you know, it triggers me when you say that because you fall through a polygon. The polygon has a texture on it, but you fall through the polygon. And he would be like, you don't just, maybe you don't know something. Everyone says you fall through the texture. It's probably the texture. You just probably don't understand it. I would fucking not only end my friendship, but I would kill that person right on the spot. No joke. So if he gets passionate about voxels, I would expect him to be as drastic about that as I would have been. Oh, getting close there.
Kazmati, I think you need to learn how to figure out when people are being serious.
If it's me, I'm not. Just as a general rule. Unless I'm talking about your bad taste in games, then I am. And by your I mean the general you, not just your Kazmati, because I don't remember much about it. Okay, I'm gonna stop at that building anyway. I feel like it's optional. But there's a giant fuck-ass gas station. Of course I'm gonna stop here. I knew there was something here. Nah, who uses medkits? Who uses inventory items, honestly? Wow, he shot in the ceiling. What an idiot.
Maybe there was a spider.
Could have been.
No, Hazmati. Every item that you can use, you just have to like store them for later.
For the final boss. Just like I did in Quake 2. That's why I had 15 quad damages. No, I didn't, because you can only carry like 2 or 1 of them. Alright. I feel like I should adjust spread clipping thing. Do I want smarter, smarter? Always. Yeah, that's right, Hazmai, that was a bit... I mean, the dogs, they just might be like trained. But I'm more bothered about the fact that they can throw weird energy rings that travel infinitely. It was kind of pointless. Yeah, I'm gonna approach that from the other direction. I think I just killed everyone out here. Nice. No, I didn't. Man, these guys' hitboxes are real small, or maybe the spread on my thing is just a bit too much, you know what? That's right, kill the tires. Neat. Yeah, it does seem like isn't usually in the games just the revolver usually like maybe I'm just thinking Half-Life. Sure, some revolvers are hyper accurate. I don't remember any other
Like,
games with revolvers in it.
Don't really quote me on that, but I think like IRL revolvers are kinda accurate.
Is there
But I'm
any
not really sure.
reason why the Half-Life revolver was so strong? I feel like an older gun wouldn't be stronger than a more modern pistol, but...
Well, it doesn't really matter, it's just higher caliber.
Oh. I don't know how that shit works.
Well, just bigger bullets that flies faster.
Hmm. Guess I'm jumping down here. Nice. Okay, I think this should be all. I didn't jump into the window, but you know, if I had, I probably would just collide with this shit and die immediately. Why is the ceiling so thick in this building? That doesn't make any sense. Could I use the texture that here's at the ends of tunnels with the big square holes signifying that there's a room there? Hole on the ground. I think that was for the hole that I jumped down, right? On the roof. Also, wait a second. Ah, no, there's just a sharp cliff there jutting out. I thought there was another sky-related glitch there. Center limit junction. These real thin, sharp cliffs are kind of silly looking. But on the other side, I do like this texture here. was a plus and a minus. I wonder if this just goes through the dam. Would be kind of amusing. Probably could be riding the bike down here, but yeah. Actually, I should look if the city center actually goes anywhere, because maybe this is the way I need to go. Wow, I am below the camera completely, which sits straighter. Right, the city center is just completely blocked off anyways. Okay, then I should take my bike. There's nothing here. Surely there isn't gonna be a secret behind the water. Oh, this water is kind of stupid looking. Could at least mapped the floor to follow from that to this, like, here, not just the whole fucking sector.
I haven't played this at all, Hazmati, and I'm not going to. Yes, Antroid.
I mean, how'd they say it? Everything is... I wonder what words to use, because I'm not quoting the actual phrase, but everything is bad in one way, bad in another way, in third way, and you gotta point it all out. And I'm thinking of words that apply to like game or level design in this way. Everything is unaligned, everything is undetailed, everything is glitched, and you gotta point it all out. I don't know. This is kinda narrow. Also, yeah, Hazmat, prior to the stream, Hippocat and I have only seen the review of this mod by Icarus Lips. Okay, now I got choices again. Man, there's a lot of places to go, a lot of directions. It's kind of a silly sector to have there, for no reason like that. I'm nitpicky. Did I say I had lower standards than most people? I lied. Actually, no. Also, why do you use slopes for this shit, but then you don't use slopes for like the places where you get out of the water? Like there where I started the river drive. Less inconsistent and more just kind of weird. Like here you use a slope, but there, all the way there wasn't slopes, there was just sector like staircases. Also, yeah, Hazmati, that's very true. That's what I've observed as well. Okay, that's not a way. I don't trust his opinions on gameplay, largely, but I just mostly use these videos to know if something is real shit, because when it's real shit, even he completely like... No, the other way around. When you can see when something's real shit without his personal biases because of his lack of skill or patience or whatever. At least I didn't die. That's funny, because apparently damage is determined not by my velocity, but what, by like the fact that I'm not holding the forward key. Then I would... No, that can't be right, because then I wouldn't be... See, like that kills me. That's weird. Alright. This is like Half-Life boat physics just times 11. Or even GTA San Andreas boat. That was like the best vehicle secretly to jump off ramps with. Or use it to go up Mount Chiliad and then just drift down like a glider.
How do you even get a fucking boat up Mount Chiliad?
Not a boat, you know, like the... what's it called?
Hovercraft.
Yeah, that thing. That thing is real easy to get on top of Mount Chiliad, actually. I mean an actual boat, yeah. Those don't have like floaty physics, but the hovercraft, they are... they hover. Okay, I'm gonna check the cars. Also, this is reminding me of that motorcycle games that I've played a while back, Road Redemption, which is pretty cool. Also has a slightly post-apocalyptic setting. And just... It doesn't look like Doom, but something about the aesthetics of the town here remind me of it. You can actually get down there. This is gonna be like Hatshepsut to Sam's Secret. Where we go for 4 minutes and touchdown complete about. I don't know if you were talking about that secret specifically, because I don't remember open space that you have to like walk 4 minutes across. But that was a fun little troll secret. And there's actually nothing in here. What a bizarre level. And yeah, I was
Your bike.
this texture. What, my bike? My bike's up there. Oh. Well, I hope I don't need it.
Just ID clip there, fuck it.
I will if I find I need it still. I wonder if I can fall down distances with the bike, because that fall that I made there didn't hurt me, but it would have hurt me if I was on foot, I feel. Did the skybox change here? That was kind of cool. I think the skybox didn't have buildings in it, and so since you go through an under a roof area, you could afford
Can you change skybox on the fly?
Well, I mean, it's just different sky sectors, they can be made to use a different texture for the sky. It's called sky transfer, I think. Borderlands 2, well, I haven't played that, so I don't know.
I like how he specifically said Borderlands 2 and not just Borderlands.
Well, maybe it's the setting of it, I don't know.
Well, Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 have the exactly same fucking setting. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell these games apart just from the screenshots.
I feel like even I would have. I always thought that Borderlands 1 was like real boring generic desert rocks, and 2 was slightly more advanced. That's really strange, like the water is different, like a wrong direction. Why can I even get there? What the hell is the point? But yeah, you can absolutely use different different skyboxes in different sectors of your level. Yeah. Great. Oh, but this is... Oh! I guess, yeah, this thing does work with OpenGL. So, hey, Hazmati, check this out. See what this does? This is the floor. And you can see, like, the shape of it here. That's the, like, where the wall, invisible wall, intersects with the floor. There, you can even see the line of ambient occlusion on the floor. But the wall does have a texture on it, so the floor just extends into the screen space of where the wall would have been. And so if you're above the floor, that's the only requirement. You got to be above the floor. But if you're down there, it's just nothingness. Or if it was software, that would have been a home. There's your Last Man Doom visuals again.
I guess
So-
it's kind of cool that you get this like sense of traveling a great distance when you do this.
You know what? It would have been
But
cooler.
I don't know, it just feels like this bike is the equivalent of fucking Zaporozhets from Balls and Mod.
True. Yeah. How do I read it? Blacky light. I'm gonna say Blacky light by default.
Black Elite.
Blacky light. Oh. Blacky light. No, I like Blacky light more. Sorry, Black Elite. Okay. But yeah, you know what? I feel like this would have been cooler if you couldn't actually get off the bike. And if the whole point of this was just to drive down a place, I mean, it's cool, like in Half-Life, the City 17, like, always the, not city, but coast something.
Lost Coast?
No, Lost Coast is Dexter. I mean, just the chapter where you're on the car. The Highway 17, I think it might have been called. But basically, it's cool to stop sometimes and go off and look for stuff. And I guess it's clear in this case where there's stuff to look for and where there's probably nothing. But I feel like the fact that I'm just looking into every corner of every part of this level just kind of robs it of the sense of journey, because I'm I'm interrupting it in unrealistic ways. So if it was just like a gimmick level, you know, like those parts in Half-Life where you just kind of ride a train, or in this little thingy in Half-Life 2 in the Citadel, or in the Rune. If you remember my videos from Rune, there was one part in the caves where there was just like a long-ass cutscene of Ragnar riding a giant insect through caves and stuff. There was just nothing to control, nothing there, but it was just a cool little section. And this was like that, but controllable. I feel like I would have liked this whole thing much better. Also, yeah, this... Exactly, as I said before, this is without the part of Fallout that I don't like, which is the 60s technology, but like somehow futuristic. Okay, my chat just got off the screen a little bit. I gotta scroll it in a sec. New Doom video. Also, what the hell was... Wow. That thumbnail is wrong on so many levels. But which new Doom video? Do you mean just the long gameplay trailer from somewhere, from QuakeCon, from Doom Eternal, or did they release some new? Because I've seen the QuakeCon series of trailers from gameplay and concept art and stuff like that. Okay, so this is not a viable tactic. Good to know. Well, Daniel, I liked most of it, as we've discussed with Touchdown as well. Personally, I don't know why I keep bringing it up that I've discussed with Touchdown. Probably just because to acknowledge that, yes, Touchdown, I know you've heard all of this already, but I'm going to repeat it for other people. I feel like I've said it before in streams, but it's no matter. I would have preferred a take on Doom.
Look at this truck. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the back of the cabin has the same texture as the front, and that skull on the front is cut off.
Oh yeah, that's pretty stupid. And I mean, the top is also pretty stupid, and diagonal boards and stuff. But anyway, oh, interesting. I have given up expecting a take on Doom that I would agree with, because to me Doom 3 was a better representation of Doom than Doom 2016. And of course I would have preferred it if they went in the atmospheric horror-ish maze-like tactical combat direction than the balls-to-the-wall painkiller style almost. Just not in flat places, but in like multiplayer arenas instead. But I've learned to appreciate the new Dooms for what they are, and with that mindset I have greatly enjoyed. Well, Brutal Doom fanboys are idiots. By default, they can come and prove that they're normal people that are worthy of my respect, but my default assumption, if you are a Brutal Doom fanboy, I respect you a little less than a normal human being. But yeah, so just in the mindset of, okay, I can appreciate this new Doom anyway for what it is. I really liked most of it. The only thing I hated about the trailers is the weird physics of the grapple hook thing, because when it grapples to small zombies, it doesn't make any sense. The zombies should be pulled towards you, because Doom guys are much heavier than them, and they wouldn't be able to stand in place as Doom guys pull towards them. So I feel like it should work in two ways. When you grapple to like a Cacodemon or a Mancubus or even a Pinky, maybe a Hell Knight, you get pulled towards them. But if you grapple a tiny zombie or an imp or one of those little weird winged things, they should be pulled towards you, and maybe Doom guy can like punch them out as they come towards him or something like that. So that really irks me. That like really I hate that part. Just, I don't know. gets under my skin. But other than that, I loved pretty much everything about it, and I cannot wait to play it. I'm really hyped. I think I'm more hyped for that game than I've been for a game in a long time. Maybe with the exception of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then from Zelda Breath of the Wild, it was just like a calm understanding. Yes, I think this game is probably gonna be great. I cannot wait to play it. But for Doom, the hype is of the old, near forgotten type of I can't wait to find out what happens in that game. Because for Zelda, I didn't give a shit about what happens, mostly. I just wanted to run around the world. Also, yeah, that is a cool aspect of it. But I've seen arguments that I cannot really disagree with from people that say that it betrays a little like bankruptcy on the creative side. Like Doom 4 redesigned everything. And then they just like, hey, let's just reference all the old shit. And on one hand I can appreciate
Wait, which Doom 4?
Well, Doom 2016, like the demons looked mostly different from the original.
Okay.
Apart from like the ones that kinda got slightly carried from Doom 3. And I guess Burn of Hell was inspired by the actual Burn of Hell more than Doom 3, but still, they looked a bit stylistically different. And now they're like, hey, let's just keep making full-on callbacks. But I do like them. I do like the zombies and the mancubus. I wish the mancubus didn't, especially the mancubus like kill animation didn't involve still pulling out some weird nuclear core from his belly and feeding it to him. That's been tedious and stupid in the original 2016, I mean. It's pretty much the same in Eternal, in my opinion. Okay, fuck this thing. But yeah, it's kinda weak in one way. But in the other way, it's still cool to see. And I don't mind it for one game. Though it is weird that they just changed the style. So, like, Pinkies look almost exactly the same between the two games, for example. And Imps look very close. Hell Knights also, but some like fucking health potions? What the hell is up with that? Yeah, I feel like this might be the way to go, but I wanted to go back. But yeah, it's impossible to please everyone. And in this case, I don't find the arguments of those displeased to be like completely outlandish. There have been arguments like I couldn't give a shit about the peace filter, for example, when the videos of the 2016 Doom came out. I was kind of fine with the color scheme, mostly. Man, there's enemies very far. But... oh, they don't even restore like that much. Okay, cool. I guess it's just a medkit, 25. But some things that people... you didn't hear me? Okay. Some things people complain about, I can see why they would. Why do they sound so panicked? Okay, that was accidental press of the middle mouse button. Whoops. Oh shit, there's many more people here than I thought. Oh, did I go around? No, I didn't go around. What the fuck? Where did all these come from? I'm confused a little bit. Oh, I guess I just didn't really go out there that much. Maybe it's just like the atmosphere shot me to the wall there, I think. Like they have difficulty breathing normally because it's all smog and ashes in the air and stuff. Oh, I killed a bunch of people like this here, I think. No? Nice. Oh, it's like an interrogation thing, right? Interesting. The one-way mirror. So this is a police station, right? They see the like the little case boards. Silver utility key. It's weird that the keys have proper names and also weird Doom colors to them. Wow, such a secret. Hey yo! Gonna be blocked from YouTube now. Gold security key, okay. Suddenly a real level. Man, I suck with hitting people with this gun. Yeah. Wow, okay. I think that just saved my life. Actually, no, I think it probably did, yes. God damn it, I just don't look at my bullets. Where did I get so many? I guess I picked up the third one somewhere in here without even realizing. Cool. Fuck pigs. No thank you, I will not. Well, Black Elite, yeah, that's pretty clearly. Maybe not direct. Well, I mean, Mad Max more so than Rage, probably, because Rage is in itself pretty derivative of that stuff. But I guess it's not impossible to not have seen Mad Max and be inspired by Rage for this kind of stuff.
Well, I don't know. I don't personally find anything surprising in the fact that one post-apocalyptic game resembles another.
I mean, is it just a thing where, like, the first piece of fiction in this style just set your expectations of what it should look like so much that when you think of post-apocalypse you can only imagine like this, and theoretically it would have been possible to make some completely different image of a post-apocalyptic world, and if that had been the first movie you've seen and the world has seen, post-apocalypse would be associated with completely different style. I feel like a bunch of movies and stuff did that for different aspects of like fiction, just defined how people imagine certain things, and then everyone just copies that because that's how they imagine it now. They don't have to imagine from the ground up anymore, because the first movie or whatever already did that. I'm talking kind of abstract. Hmm?
I guess it makes sense.
Alright. The important part of your sentence I didn't hear. I couldn't tell if you said it didn't make any sense or if it made sense. Okay, so this was largely pointless. But yeah, like this music style feels very associated with post-apocalypse. But there is no real reason it should be. If nothing else, it's also slightly reminiscent of like Wild West music almost. Little guitar, you know. Which I guess would make sense, but
Does Stalker actually count as post-apocalyptic game?
not
I mean,
particularly.
it's not like there's an apocalypse on the entire planet. I mean, it's just the zone, right? That's fact.
Yeah. It's very localized, but like... I mean, story-wise it was going to like spread over time. So theoretically you could see the whole world ending up like that. I don't know if local apocalypse is really an apocalypse. I feel like maybe it's not. But then again, it's like isolated piece of land with its own rules, its own society almost. The game probably wouldn't change that much if the setting was completely a post-apocalyptic world. I guess you wouldn't really have anyone to sell artifacts to, maybe, or maybe you would still. Also, yeah, that's what I meant, Hazmati. Man, I'm gonna use this. Running out of all the health items because I'm trying to talk and stuff. Born to be wild. I'm getting shot all the time.
You almost did better than Duke Nukem Antroid.
Well, I mean, if I tried, I'm certain. If I had an actual melody to go with it that I could imitate, I would probably do better than that. He was very purposefully doing real bad. Born to be wild. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I haven't heard. If that's an original, if there is an original song that he's trying to sing, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, there is an original song.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's called. Probably it's just called Born to be Wild.
That wouldn't surprise me. You know what would improve this weapon? I think it's like a melee weapon from like Unreal Tournament, one of them. Which, if you're charging it and if you just touch the enemy, it automatically hits them. I think the 2000 Unreal Tournaments had that.
99 had that.
Oh, well, haven't played that much, but I guess then the later ones just used the same weapon. Because I felt like they changed some weapons around. Like, did the 99 have Redeemer in it?
Yes.
Oh, well, never mind then. Did they change any guns for the 2000s then? Or did they just take them all?
Well, I don't know. Unreal 1 and Unreal Tournament 99 have the exact same weapons, pretty much.
Really?
Just like reskinned slightly.
Surely the tournament didn't have like the shitty little blaster infinite thing.
Oh yeah, that didn't have that.
And what about the little like blue crystal gun? Did it have a blue crystal gun? Like a chain gun thing?
No, I guess I guess it didn't.
I guess you're talking out
I'm
of
full
your
of shit then.
Yeah. Picked apart. Hell yeah. There was a...
Well, okay. It did have this like auto mag pistol, which was called Enforcer in 99.
Yeah.
It had shock rifle. It had 8-ball. It had flak cannon. It had bio rifle.
That's called some
And
of the
had
weapons.
minigun.
Did
Sniper
Unreal have
rifle.
bio... This is the one that like leaves little shitty puddles on the floor.
Yes.
Did the actual Unreal have that? Because I haven't...
Yes.
Well, I have not gotten that far in that game to see that weapon. I would have expected it to be like the tripwire mines in Duke Nukem 3D in that no one could ever use them properly.
Also, both games had this like razor jack, what was called Reaper in 99.
Fuck is a razor jack?
The thing that shoots like spinning blades.
Oh. Okay, I wonder if that opens the door down in the prison cell looking area. You mean this pistol? Well, I'll try. Probably not the revolver. Right.
I guess that like number 5 weapon, whatever it was called, that was new in 99. The one that shot green shit. like
Wait,
green
I thought...
orbs, and the alternate fire was like green beam.
Oh, the link gun.
It was called something else in 99.
Oh. Could you heal the others with that one? I forget. Or was it just like...
Not in 99.
Well, I mean, I haven't played 99, but in the 2K, I forget. I think it's used to like boost damage if you form a chain, but part of me feels like you could also heal teammates with it. Also, this totally doesn't shoot full auto. I'm just doing this in my... Is there some other button I could be pressing to like switch firing modes? Or did you mean just the Unreal pistol?
Don't you have like secondary fire button?
Well, that does melee on most of these guns. Oh, holding it, that makes sense. Well, I mean, that would make me shoot repeatedly anyway. And now I'm out of ammo for it as well, so... Oh hey, there's a machine pistol. I feel like in the heat of battle there I reloaded way more times than I should have. Wait. What's this one again? Oh, okay. Maybe it's the same one as I need in the other place. You know, I kinda wonder. No, okay, I cannot. Because I can...
Nice sprite.
Yeah, in Doom you can like berserk punch them away, and maybe I thought maybe these ones had a delay as well that I could run off. That's not really full auto, is it? It's just like, oh shit, fuck. Yeah, just like pulling your trigger really fast. Wow, that's pretty neat as far as secrets go. Was this the intended way to go? Because wasn't there another locked door in there? Maybe it's a different key. Well, I'm in full auto with a slow rate of fire. That's the same as in Doom. If you hold the firing key, it's still... Oh, it's the same key, alright. It's still like a... But surely that's not full auto. Even the shotgun...
I don't actually know about the proper terminology here. I think full auto is like from freaking like AK-74, right?
I think I
when
know...
you just hold the trigger and
Yeah.
it just keeps shooting.
Yeah, but on the, like in these games, when you hold the mouse button, your character still keeps pulling the trigger over and over. So I guess it's full auto in the sense of like how you control it. But technically the weapon IRL wouldn't have been, because in Doom, even the shotgun, if you hold down the mouse button, the shotgun is full auto by that metric. I'm pretty sure you don't have to repress the shooting key at the very least.
Then I guess a semi-automatic is when you just press the trigger repeatedly, but you don't have to like do anything else apart from that.
I always thought that semi-automatic was just when you press the trigger once, but it shoots like 3 times in a row.
No,
Like-
that's burst.
Yeah, I was about to say like a burst. I guess it's a different thing then. Burst and semi-automatic. I only understand some of these things very vaguely in the context of like different laws in America for automatic and non-automatic weapons and stuff. Don't dead open inside, yes.
Is that what it says there?
Yes.
I cannot see because it's fucking dark. But yeah, I guess it does.
Hope that was quick enough for you to read it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably recharge my lantern.
Kinda stupid that it doesn't recharge if you don't hold it.
Actually, this might not be bright enough to recharge, or maybe I have to like turn it off. Except I don't have enough time to turn it off. Surely it should just turn off and not get hidden away when I'm... Maybe there's an option to like not auto-switch weapons or something. Where would it be?
In player,
option.
maybe.
I think in gameplay. Let me check. Degeneration. Oh. Everyone starts having gay sex. No. Allow aim, allow suicide, allow jump, allow crouch, allow free look, allow FOV. Allow FOV? What the hell is allow? How do I disallow FOV? BFG aiming, allow automap, allow allies, allow spying. I don't. Spying. I come for weapon switch. Maybe that's enough. God damn it. Ah! Oh. So I had to swing my knife. And now I have infinite lantern. Okay, I can live with that. Whatever, man. Why did I need it though? Oh, Shizer Miser. Okay. I guess I just thought to recharge it because... Ah, yeah, there was writing on the wall. On the door. Well. And that was that. Kinda sad. I think we did Hazmati. I'm fine with it personally. Yeah, I think there's just... Okay, well. So yeah, don't dead open inside.
That's from Walking Dead, right?
No idea. I think this was mentioned in the review.
I'm pretty sure that's a reference to something, and probably it's Walking Dead.
Could be. But yeah, rejoice, Azumati and whoever else might mind the darkness, because I think we just have acquired the infinite Jesus Lantern. Wait, is this the exit? Yeah, okay, it is. Wait, so that button isn't the exit then? Oh, it just doesn't do anything. Well, makes sense. I guess elevators wouldn't work.
Break the trash can.
Where is there even a trash can? Oh. I'm very happy I did it. Well. Come up here, piece of shit. We can just do that. Yeah, whatever. Whoa! Get fucked. Okay, time to collect the spoils. This is what true looting is about. Come on. Oh. I have full shotgun. I should have been using a shotgun a little bit in this. Well. Eat all the chips and juice. Yeah, I can get behind that. Only the best of the... Let me check if it shows up on the camera. Yeah, it's only slightly mirrored and colorless, but you can still tell. Yes. Not sponsored, but I wish I was. I would shill for Estrella forever. It's a big part of my childhood and overall life. What did you tell me before, Hazmati, about the shotgun or something? Because I might have missed a bunch of messages. Or what? I can't really tell how old that message is, you know. I found any secrets. I guess I've disabled the secret message, so maybe some of these were secrets that I found some places. Hey, I like that. Man, this mod is a little bit half-assed in terms of making places available to you where you shouldn't be. Maybe I'm just that good at finding places to jump. Oh. I guess spearing myself off that fence was what I needed to do. Garlic? No, that's onion. You know what? I am going to...
You know, I've actually never seen garlic chips, probably.
Neither have I. I have seen garlic like dried bread, but the settlement that Smiley has sent me to find is well hidden, located under a section of the city abandoned decades ago. I've heard little of the area since, mostly involving crazy ghost stories. That thing looks, you know what this guy looks like? The boogeyman from real Ghostbusters. In the following years, the city, also the Joker, has begun to deteriorate, blocking off access to most of the central districts. Maps of the area are easy to find but are often useless. Rumor has it that these old tunnels are more or less intact. Even better, they offer shelter from the poison above. Of course, the layout is still largely unexplored. I'll have to be careful.
Hello, Sabiente.
I'll say hello, Sabiente, but I'm actually thinking about turning off. How long has it been? Oh, 3 hours. That's reasonable enough for one stream, I think. So, okay, I'm gonna do a couple things. First, I guess I might as well show the chips properly, because that's very important. Bigger video.
Also wanted to show something from Shit Haha.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't actually remember where the like mirror horizontally placed was in this, but I can bring the color back. Okay, yeah, I think it's mirrored actually in OBS itself. Transform, flip horizontal. There we go. So these are the best, by far, the best potato chips in the world, in my opinion. Can never have enough of them, but there's two like variants of the package. This one and the smaller one that's more glossy, and that one for some reason always has shittier chips in it. So the dimmer and the larger one is better, but they only recently got like that, so I don't know how it might be elsewhere. But yeah, okay, there's mirroring that back. That's just more convenient for me to have my webcam mirrored like that, and I might as well go put the colors back down as they used to be, because I'm just aesthetically preferring slightly almost grayscale. Woods, I don't know what those are. I don't have them. I don't think we don't have them, or if we do, I don't know. I haven't seen them. We don't have like what? Lay's, Pringles. That's pretty much it. Russian weird chips. And some more like Tyrelis. I don't have any empty bags of them in here. But there's like Tyrelis or Tyrells or whatever. With like British or something. Shio, no, I haven't heard of those, Sazmati. But okay, yes, so what else? I was going to show the graphical shit from Shit Haha, how it breaks in GG Doom. Let me see what happens when I... It's probably gonna show nothing. Yes, okay. Doritos we don't... Do we have... Actually, I feel like we might have them, but I've not... Have I been playing with fast... I think when we used aliens, this thing didn't actually work. I had to set it in console, so hopefully that wasn't fast monsters the whole time. Didn't look like Munchos. I don't think we have those either. I pretty much listed all the chips kinds we have. Cheetos, Lay's, Pringles, Estrella, Tyrells, and I guess we got some like new brands that I've never tried in some shops, but
we also get shitty Russian chips.
Yeah,
like Ruskaya Kartoshka.
I mentioned them, yes, not by name exactly, but still. Okay, so I'm gonna close the deal. I'm gonna see if I have a shortcut to Shit Haha. Well, otherwise I might just be like, I might just have to launch it from Doom Builder because that's easier for me. That's how I usually start it. So okay, let me see. Is it, if I start from here, is it gonna appear on OBS? It looks like it doesn't. Well, that actually helps me because I'm gonna go in the place where the thing is. Oh no, it does appear in OBS only after a bit of time. So if you can see down there, looks a bit shit. The angles. I mean, the cursor is okay. The cursor is being captured. Okay, see, Hazmati. Even though this is like I'm explaining the graphical things, mostly like the continuation for stuff I explained to you there, but fair enough. But I am about to end anyway. So you see these angles here? They aren't supposed to be like that because they are supposed to be as if like the bits of floor are 3D and go in there, and you will be able to see. Like, pay attention to these shapes, this line here. That will change when I change video modes. Wow, this by the way, these don't support change skies as well. So this is how it's supposed to look. You see, the corners get cut off, and here it looks more like proper like 3D perspective style. Like this is like one rectangular. You can imagine this being like a rectangular, right? So this and this is parallel, but it's actually not that. As you can see, it's a lot of sky floor bullshit. This is actually, oh man, this is all like you cannot really understand what's going on. But basically this is how, this is like the little piece of floor that juts out and it blocks it in that same direction, cuts off the angle there, and that's how I made it look like it's going under the floor there, because you can't really have it under the floor. The perspective slightly wrong, but this part, like this here, will be cut off in software but not in OpenGL. So it doesn't completely break everything, but it ruins the little neat effect. And also I guess I could show the texture thing. I think I have almost... Oh, wow, I remembered exactly where it was. So you can see this little gap here, and you can see the bullshit going on at the edges. The impossible part for Doom is to have this like overhang. It looks like an overhang here, right? It should be visible as I move, that the lower part, the darker part of the wall is like further out. So the brighter part, the top part, is jutting out over it. But actually, that's just like, this texture is just floating in the air. And the sectors are set up like this. This is the one for this texture, and this is the one for the empty walls without texture, which draw the floor extended this way. Also seen the whole like ledge on the opposite side, which you're not meant to see. And as I said, when you're below the floor, it's just Hall of Mirrors. But when you're above, it extends the floor infinitely. As you can see, it can even like, it looks like it connects seamlessly, right? But it's not. And so that's how you can make it slightly look more 3D than Doom can handle. But let me check actually, does this break in OpenGL? Not really. Not really.
But what about like those kind of corners on the right side and left side where it looks like some of the ground is missing?
Well, I mean, if I were to put some like this in an actual level, I would just put something to just like to cover these bits. So
that's like proof of concept.
Yeah, this is pretty much just a room where I thought, hey, like I thought about this and I went like, hey, can I make this, can this work? And I made this to test it. And then I used it in, say, for example, okay, I completely botched the level select cheat, and again. I think I might have shown this place before actually. But in here, you can barely see it now because I covered it with this stupid fucking... Yeah, I showed this, you know what? I showed this place after that Linus level with the horrible table. To show how I make like little 3D places the same style, like here you can see when you go look at it at angle you're not meant to look at from. It breaks down. But the top part little here you can kind of see is the same, it's an overhang. But it's kind of pointless because you cannot see it from here. There was another place in this level with that graphic thing.
Man, imagine like working on a map for Doom for a while, and then people refer to it. Ah, it's that one map with horrible table.
Well, I mean, at that point he has produced many similar levels. Also, yeah, this here the same. You can see the gray part is like closer to us, is jutting out further than the brown part. You fall down. I had to make little black ceiling there because you can't really have a proper ceiling for that place. And I was forced to teleport the player when you walk like here. It's the end of that section and get teleported elsewhere. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I will do Witcher 1. Only one stream of Witcher 1. However far I can get in there is how much we're gonna see. I have saves in like later chapters so I can show multiple locations. And I will start with the beginning. And before the very end I will just run around some of the available locations from the saves. If I still have the saves, which I should. But yeah, that's gonna be next Friday at their usual time from when I did Zelda. So by Moscow time that would be 6 p.m. Friday. On Saturday in the same week, I guess we'll jump to Witcher 2, or maybe I will do one more Ashes. We'll see, but I will keep doing Ashes as well, because yeah, the ceiling is in a secure location. I want to finish Ashes. It's one episode only. I don't know if it's 9, 8 levels. I did what, like 3 levels there, not counting the hub part, which I don't know if I should count it. Was it a one-time visit? Can I return there again? Because it seems like I'm just going to the city. That might just be the end. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish Ashes now, but I don't know when. But Friday definitely Witcher, so there's that. Also, I can totally, absolutely. Do I have that on my? I probably don't have it on my actual computer. But yeah, there's no. I'm not gonna bother. I wanted to show the clip from which I took that quote about this thing being in secure location, but it's in Russian anyway, so you probably most of you wouldn't understand it. It's on YouTube. I can look it up later, and in some later stream I can show it. But yeah, so Witcher 1 will have only one stream, and then we'll jump to Witcher 2 and play through that. I'm contemplating doing the second chapter both times because you have completely different second chapters depending on the choice in the first one, but then it converges back. And yeah, after that Witcher 3, which will take however long, I don't know, both DLCs and as well. Well, that's all for later. So for now, thank you all for tuning in. Hippiecat can go start watching like the season finale now, unless it's too late.
I'm probably gonna watch tomorrow.
Fine, well enough. You remember I mentioned before, it's the third episode with a real good message. The message is probably not like 100% intended, but if you don't realize exactly what I mean, I will explain it to you later. Part of me almost kind of wanted at some point to make a video talking about this, but we'll discuss it later over Skype or something. But yeah, see you all next Friday at the usual time, and for now, goodbye.
Goodbye.